everyone. Howdy, how's it going? All my fishy friends. I hope everyone's doing well on this. What is it? It is Friday, right? It is something like a Friday. Yo, I see you in chat there, Mohast. I am just gonna drop a call with you right now. We're gonna bring in Tom. Raining in. Yo, what is up, friend?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
How do we sound? Do I need to adjust things?
No, I think you're pretty good. Let me just... Okay. You have a little bit of me echoing in your...
That's what I mean, yeah. If need be, I can adjust things.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah, no sweat. But hello, everyone. JT, Punk, I see y'all there. Pretty sure we had, Tuesday Mystery hanging out as well. Guys, I had such a great time at ComboBreaker. It was fantastic. There were so many great, just great things happening. Great opportunities to meet people. The arcade was amazing. I had a blast doing all that stuff. I had a blast hanging out with Mohast in the hotel room and just playing some versus tag shuffle. That was super cool. But we also participated in a bunch of tournaments. So we did Street Fighter the movie, of course. Konsui Fighter. I was in Sailor Moon S. And there was a Merfight tournament that was also hosted there. I don't know if it was the largest Merfight tournament. But we had some phenomenal players show up for this. And a bunch of newcomers who really kind of showed that they know what's going on and they can figure this game out. It was great to see. I love the kind of crossover, right? Between games. I come from I competed a lot in Fantasy Strike, and Fantasy Strike was a game that had folks from so many distinct communities. You had Air Dashers who were in there. You had Super Turbo players. We had Mortal Kombat players. We had a bunch of Guilty Gear players who were fascinated with it. Smash players. So seeing all those kind of communities coalesce around another game is always interesting. And I feel like we got a bit of that with Merfight, where I come from both an approachable fighter and a hyper fighter background. We have other people who come to this game from Mortal Kombat or 3D fighters or a bunch of the retro games, right? So
yep, it's true.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always great seeing that come together.
We have acquired headphones. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think we're good.
Okay, good.
We seem to be on the right level. Hopefully, we still got some tunes going in the background, and we should be good. So the Mohast, for those who don't know, Mohast here is a great person. Does a lot of really cool things in the fighting game community. Is the creator of their own fighting game themed card game called Versus Tag Shuffle. Does a whole lot of stuff. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Honestly, we couldn't do this without you. Quite literally. I mean, it would have been a 3 or 4 hour tournament if we didn't have the 2 setups. And with those 2 setups, we actually got to record everything.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
No, you're welcome. I was happy that I'm glad that you hosted it. I'm glad that folks like Silv were there to help run it.
Absolutely, they were totally a lifesaver there.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Just meeting them, and for the first time, hanging out with them. I ended up rooming with them in the same hotel room, so it was a good experience all around.
Nice. No, that's great to hear. I mean, I don't know. I had a phenomenal time at ComboBreaker. Every time I go to a fighting game event that kind of gets it, I am reminded why I fell in love with this genre and this community. So it was it was the boost I needed, I think, at the time. And being able to see some friendly faces was amazing. What was your before we get into this, I don't know, what was your favorite part of ComboBreaker? What did you really dig about it?
That's a really good question. I mean, I think ultimately my favorite part was the layout, right? I think I've been to plenty of events, plenty of majors at this point where they do their best, right, to accommodate for everyone.
Mhm.
But I really feel like ComboBreaker not just accommodated for folks, but like um, whatever the next level for accommodation would be. You know what I mean? Like they went far and beyond to make sure everyone felt comfortable, even if you were just there as a cosplayer, even if you were just there to play like one obscure game. You know, the fact that the community events or community tournaments had an entire ballroom,
Mhm.
like that for me was unprecedented.
Yeah.
And the way they integrated art into everything as opposed to having an art gallery,
Yep.
I thought was a great solution to the issue of like, well, unless you go to this corner room, you're not going to figure out where to buy stuff, right? I thought that was great. Okay, Kat, you can climb all over my desk. Thank you very much. You know, I really did. I was kind of blown away by this as someone who goes to a lot of events kind of begrudgingly, being like, well, I'm going to get to see some friends, you know. I don't enter tournaments, right? So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of these events aren't for me. That was one of my, not to make this a negative thing, but that was one of my disappointments with the latest East Coast Throwdown was that it was great and they expanded and it was, you know, the event itself was like A plus, but I did feel like without our own dedicated area, we just didn't have enough community or side event representation. So
Yeah.
ComboBreaker, I'd say, knocked that out of the park. Like, you know, outside of that, right? Outside of the event, I think meeting you guys, you, Sylvie, you know, Dr. Calexo,
Yeah.
Melly
Dopey,
and
Mad Dog, the whole
James,
SFTM crew.
Luis
Yeah.
Garcia, exactly. Y'all are great. Y'all are amazing, and I'm really glad I got to meet you in person for the first time. So,
Heck yeah. So all that to say, guys, go to your fighting game community events if you can, especially the ones that are doing it right. I did want to say I think you're right that ComboBreaker itself does an amazing job, and I've seen interviews with Rick the Hado in the past where they have talked about how they want their fighting game events to feel like music festivals, right? And I don't know about you. I've been to a bunch of music festivals, and
yes.
I know you've been to a share of your own.
We talked about this,
right? Exactly.
Exactly.
And just that idea of like the side stage and then the tertiary stage, right? And it's like I was always off in that corner checking out the weirdo bands that you know. It's like sure, it wasn't the biggest stage in the venue, but you know what? It had some really cool stuff. But I could always wander over and, you know, catch one of those big acts, right? I could go see, make sure, like, sure, I'll go catch Green Day, but, like, I'm also going to be over here checking out Propagandhi, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, at Bonnaroo, they called it the Who stage, which,
okay.
They had a whole, like, who's on first vibe, but that one I felt was particularly biting, given you never really knew who was there.
Right.
I think there was one band I knew who was playing the Who stage, and that's just because I learned about them on the Spotify playlist driving down to see the event.
There
You
you
know what I mean?
go.
That kind of thing. But otherwise, yeah. And that's how I felt, right? Like
Yeah.
at ComboBreaker, I entered the main ballroom twice.
Mhm.
Once to do a walkabout, and one other time to, I think it was to go see Ultra David, or I don't even know if I meant to, but I ran into Ultra David, and that was a great time. But otherwise, like I didn't have to go to the main ballroom for any reason. Even though for a lot of people that was their entire weekend, right? So I feel like that I felt so accommodated as someone who doesn't enter any of the main games. That was
Absolutely.
very important to me.
Yeah. No, and it means if you are more of a spectator, that there is this, like, you can go into the main ballroom and spend 2 or 3 hours there and, like, do a lot of stuff. And then you walk out and they're like, there's a whole other ballroom. And then an upstairs, and then, like, the arcade and the indie space in the BYOC area. And you're kind of like, yeah, over 3 days, you really can just float around, and there's always something interesting going on. But if you're one of those people who are like, oh no, I have kind of found my home in this like quadrant, then you can spend your whole weekend there and have an amazing experience, right? And yeah, I think for me the best days of the Warped Tour were kind of like that, where there was always an area of the venue that you could end up at and was like, man, there's still 2 stages here and a bunch of art booths and people hanging out at the park, and I'm like, great, I'm set for 2 days.
Yeah, I can't agree more.
Yo, what's up, Sylv? Welcome to the stream. We are just about to get started check it out.
I was
The
gonna say I
Merfight
could keep
tournament.
glazing ComboBreaker, but
Yeah, I know,
it
right?
really does. It really does have just about everything I would ask for. You know,
Yeah.
it's a walkable city. I'll call it. I'll call it a city. Technically, it is Schaumburg, but yeah. Um, yeah, I was just blown away because, as I say, at every event, there's always something where I'm like, they could
Mm,
do that so much better. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
something that's disappointing me.
Yeah,
Combo Breaker just knocked it out of the park. There was really zero issue I had with it.
for sure.
Even catching COVID, like I'm pretty sure I caught it on the plane. I don't even think I got it at Combo Breaker, to be
Yeah.
honest, because no one I was with, you know what I mean? Like,
I know,
period.
yeah, everyone that was
Um,
I heard of a few people who like a bunch of my mutuals had interactions with, and it's like
Yeah.
thankfully a lot of them came out okay, tested negative at least, right? I was
Exactly.
fortunate enough that way. So yeah, right. It unfortunately it is the reality of the world we live in now. So if you're out there, folks,
Yeah.
mask up. I was very pleased. Like I
Please,
said,
yeah.
I've been to a couple large events lately, and the number of folks who are visibly masking is dwindling, and it makes my heart hurt a little.
Yeah.
But seeing so many people, and especially so many of my particular mutuals, in like actively mask and be cognizant of this stuff, was very heartwarming. So
Yeah, same.
yeah, it was
And
nice to see our
it
homies
helped
at
me out
CB
too
with
because
masking.
I definitely lost my mask one day. I left all my masks at the hotel, so
Yep.
having homies to help out with that was great.
No, absolutely right. Hey, we got to be each other's support structure where we can.
No doubt.
All right. Well, yo, let us get into it and watch some Merfight.
Sure thing. I'm gonna post the challenge link in chat if anybody wants to
Yeah,
follow along with the bracket. But
absolutely. So we're starting off. Okay, Luca Kona versus Mad Dog.
Mhm.
This was interesting. Where I sat down with Mad Dog before the event, and they were basically like, "This is like the second time I've touched this game, basically, right?"
Yeah, they told me the same. They were like, I have not played this, and I think I played it with them, so I
Yeah.
in person even. But yeah, well, either way, they came into this kind of green,
Hmm.
but that was good because so was Luca Kona, right? I think Luca Kona joined on a whim, because of a Blue Sky post. So there we go. And Luca, if you're in chat, you can correct me, but I'm pretty sure you haven't, weren't super familiar with the game.
Yeah. So it was
Yeah,
like
this
right
is
off
a
the
fun
bat.
matchup.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. Go ahead.
No. Chef Arctina, though. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the costumes in this game really make it shine in a way that, like, a lot of other games you'd get like some color palette stuff, maybe one or two costumes. This game has a ton. But yeah, as I say, the matchup is tough. I'd say for GG, but that may be just me being biased. It's one of those situations where, like, Arctina clearly has the advantage unless they're full screen. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
Well, I think we had a couple players right off the bat realize the innate strengths of characters like Gigi and Arctina, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, I know, Arctina can reach you basically full screen. She's got some amazing high-low mix-ups. Gigi has this fantastic reversal and great zoning capabilities, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because, like, I've played this matchup probably more than any other matchup I've played.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like GG wins, but it also really depends on how you deal with the laser, right? If you're not using your 8/8 pop cancel to get all the way across the screen when they laser,
Yeah.
you can just get locked down, right?
Absolutely.
That's a possibility. So, and we see what looked kind of like a whiffed AX dive kick, but any of those kind of moves, you can whiff them and still be half screen or full screen and be safe. So
Yeah, not really worry about it.
benefit. Exactly.
Yeah, no, these reversal dragon punches from GG, right? Paying off here for Mad Dog.
Yeah, certainly. And there are a lot of things too that are like punishable by jabs and stuff like that. So it might not be punishable at a lower experience level, right? Please go around my laptop, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point. Like, I do remember early on in my playing of Merfight being like, you can't punish anything. And it's like, oh no, they're very punishable, but like, you have to actually know how. You have to know how to hit them with a light punish.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it seems nigh unpunishable and like so ridiculously safe, but it's not.
And online, especially, right?
Yes.
Matt has done his best with the rollback netcode, but it's still difficult to do anything online that's like 3 frames or 4 frames, or even 5 frames. So the game,
what is up, KO?
It feels so good in person. It really does. And I was remarking that with a couple players, just being like, this plays so much better. Not to say anything against Matt's rollback, as I say, it is a great implementation, but just the nature of the internet in general, right? And I'm only playing the game on the internet means it feels drastically different when you play in local versus.
Well, it is probably one of the reasons a lot of games moved away from the whole one-frame link. Right? It's like you're 100%. Living in a world of online play and inherent delay in, input delay with HD displays.
Exactly.
So you're like, okay, just like, let's loosen that a little bit. But no, it means that, unfortunately, like, playing online means that some of the interactions become a little more muddled. So it's really interesting to see it when you're playing in person. How those things shift, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you start to really notice the difference between like +2 or +3 or +4, right? And those kind of minute details just come out more in local play. You can kind of feel it out, I think, a little bit better. Yeah, and if you're looking about frames, we do have a wiki, by the way, on Mizumi, so you can go check that out. It's not complete, but we are working on it. So, there are certain things that I don't remember, but for all else things, there is a wiki, right? We can go and reference that. All right, so Mad Dog switches from GG to Nako. I don't really know the impetus for this change, but I assume it's just, I want to take advantage of unfamiliarity and switch to someone else.
Yeah, and I mean, Mad Dog was playing with a few characters, including, GG, Nako, and... Clamilton as well, yes, thank you.
No problem.
All right, Lucacona getting that command grab and getting in. That's the funny thing, though. She really doesn't need to be that far in. Because, look at that.
No. And in fact, I think she plays just about anything but exactly close to her opponent, and exactly as far away as her opponent could be, really well. Right, I think she owns the mid screen and quarter screen, half screen zone. There you go. Look at that. I love the hit grab whiff to get over the fireball. I honestly love specials that adjust your air
momentum. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Ooh, he blocks the wake up uppercut, gets it with the super. No follow up. You don't need to.
Yep.
Oh, gets another one. Damn. That dog got bit. Ooh, this is not gonna block. Oh, doesn't do the cross up. Okay.
Yeah, cancels into the second super, so doesn't get the built-in cross up in that first super. It's funny, you can see just in this set, like, Lucacona has immediately said, okay, I'm no longer playing risky, right? Has been like, I've seen enough of the interactions, now I'm just gonna wait, punish. I know I can do simple button into super, right? Yep, I can poke with my command grab from this range and stay relatively safe.
Ooh, walk up, unique action.
Damn.
I will say, I know I've said this a lot, and I don't want to make this too much of a critique of Merfight, but I will say, having the unique actions be very easy inputs does often lead to players doing it
unintentionally,
right up close. Well, even if not unintentionally, whether they intended it or not, it's not going to benefit them when they're right next to their opponent.
Fair.
Right? Like in most cases, but hey. So yeah, I mean, there we go, the universal overhead. I love seeing just about anybody other than Arctina or Octonia hitting their universal overhead on them. It's like, yes, get them back. They have a really good universal overhead, so you might as well.
Hey Shane, how's it going?
I don't think Nako has a hard time in this matchup generally. I think, they play the really close up enough, and I think they can keep her away.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because this like just outside of poke range, pressing fireballs, like Neko seems to have enough advantage to out poke Artina with the fireballs, which is actually something I don't think I've really seen anyone do that to her.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Besides Gigi, it's not a very popular thing, but I think you should be in every matchup. If you can keep her away, keep her away. Right? Because as bad as she is up close, she's 10 times worse when she just can't hit you at all.
True.
She still has
just out of range for the overhead.
Yeah, see, universal overheads in this game are not made equal. Absolutely not.
I know, like how Tony's is like half screen.
Exactly, yeah. They are an indication of like how good a character is generally.
Yeah.
I love that crouching heavy punch as well from Mako. It's such an interesting button.
Oh, with throw, but that's fine. Oh, okay.
Ooh,
take it.
There we go. Yeah, goes for the tick throw, but ticked too early and then got the follow up.
I was still saying that they played some online matches after ComboBreaker and it made them miss offline.
Yeah, I feel you, Sylvie. I feel you. I'm the same way. But it is more, reason to bring it out to locals and stuff. Like, now that I'm not sick anymore, I'll see if I can bring it out to locals maybe not next week, but 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's a fun game to play with your friends.
Oh, it really is. Okay, great job here using that command grab.
Gets the uppercut on wake up. Ooh.
And I do like that Luca is already using that unique action, the staff, like the stand little thing, just as hit a button, get out of the way, control space from up here, right?
Make them whiff something,
exactly, right.
And that almost full screen normal is what, 16 frames, I think? So
I think so, yeah.
It's 14 actually.
14. I was gonna say about 15. So
yeah, 14 for the standing, 16 for the sweep, and then 23, I think, for the overhead.
Okay.
Universal overhead. So you really should be blocking low against Artina all the time, and then just block the 23 frame overhead.
Yeah. Ooh, smart cancel to catch the whiff punish.
Kick. Oh, walks into the reversal and gets clipped. All right, it's gonna be match point for Luca Kona, also known as Mohast Gridlock. I should have disabled that, but whatever. If possible, I don't actually know if it is.
Well, easy way to identify which station.
That's another good point, yeah. Although, even in the tournament, I didn't know whose station was whose.
Ooh, using the armor.
Yeah.
Not enough, and unfortunately that whiffed.
Yeah.
No more bar to cancel again.
The whole thing whiffed too.
Okay, using that Rekka poke.
There's the pressure,
but built in low.
Yeah. That's another thing, right? So you got the standing lows, you got built-in mix-ups in your supers, you got really big universal overheads. What else makes a good Merfight character?
Yeah, right?
Safe supers.
Comboable throw.
Yeah, well, that's everybody but Atlas, sorry.
Is this everyone? No, not everyone can combo. Oh, I guess everyone can combo off of throws, can't they?
Yeah, it is. Some people can do it naturally. Some people have to pop cancel.
But
supers, but Atlas can't do anything.
Yeah.
And that's a buff in Matt's eyes, which, God bless him.
Oh, Ro can't either?
Ro can't either, really. I'd be surprised by that, just because of supers and stuff, but interesting. Ro can't do it in the corner until, like, Ice Super?
Probably not.
Wow.
Yeah, and Octonia has to use her stance, which is weird.
Yeah,
but
it is possible. All the characters I play can. That's all I know. And I play half the cast, I'll say.
Yeah, fair.
Generously.
Confirmed Atlas bottom tier.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think he's really strong. And Matt's not wrong to think that having a hard knockdown
on throw. No, absolutely.
It is good.
It
just means he's different than everybody else.
Exactly.
Very different.
Okay, but now the other Atlas. Now we have Black Atlas versus Griffy Bones.
Yes, here we go. And yeah, I think Luca took the first game.
Yes.
The first set. Yeah. One thing I'll say early on about Black Atlas's play, which, you know, I was very impressed with, obviously. But I feel like he suffers from the same thing that a lot of Arctina players do, which is pumping their combos full of hits and not front loading their combos.
Ah, okay.
And that's like great for neutral, right? It's great for neutral, and they're winning the match. So like, I'm not too worried about it ultimately. But like, if I was gonna make one critique, it would be front load your combos with more damaging single hits, and then use the multi-hit stuff once you get down to like 10% scan.
True.
It doesn't matter. That's usually what I would recommend in terms of combos.
Yeah, just for a more optimal combo structure, that's
exactly
probably the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're already, you know, getting the hit with a light, that's already setting you back a little bit, but you can go straight into, you know, straight punch or any number of other things. But yeah, I think Black Atlas really surprised me, honestly, being able to do a lot of the things that he does throughout the tournament. No spoilers. But Griffey playing the character that they really, I want to say, championed when they originally picked the game up.
Yeah.
They got grounded combos nerfed, which I thought was funny. I mentioned that during the tournament. He was like, my stuff doesn't work anymore. It's like, yeah, you got it nerfed. And
literally got it nerfed across the board.
Yeah, nobody can do those infinite standing combos. And it's not that you can't do them, it's that they just don't do shit anymore, so. Because of stagnancy, because of a bunch of other stuff, but yeah. All right. Black Atlas is going to get the kill here, I very much assume. There it is.
So how much has Black Atlas played this game prior to the tournament?
I know they've played, but only with Sylve. Like Sylvie Horse and them have played at a couple tournaments. They end up meeting up, you know, around the world, around the United States at least. And Sylvie's like, let's play some Merfight. So they end up playing some Merfight. And that's what they said, at least.
Well,
I mentioned, I was like, you're doing resets, you're doing all this other stuff. It really feels like you are playing against Sylve a lot, because that's how they play.
Yeah. Because, when I talked to them, they acted like they don't really play the game. And I'm like, you play the game like you know the game pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Like, some things feel very, like, early Merfight play to me. Like, you see a lot of what I would consider unnecessary pop cancels.
Sure.
Right? But like, where I'm just like, oh no, you could have probably saved that pop cancel a little later, optimized the combo a little more. But if you don't play the game regularly, right?
That's not even something that's on most players' minds.
No, exactly. I mean, I think much to your point with Griffey's play as well, that, you know, you don't front load all your damage in your combos because you'd rather make sure you get the hit. And then, sure, it's not optimal, but I can do that twice and I know I'm winning the exchanges.
It looks like in chat, Sylvie's saying, Black Atlas and them go way back when it comes to games like them fighting Herds.
Yes.
So.
And yeah, Punk, you are absolutely right. Griffey did get Ring King nerfed in Robo-O as well.
But once again, as a QA tester, that's a badge of pride, not a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean if we're
it does
talking
make
about
you sad
nerfed,
when
right? Like, yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it does make you sad when suddenly your shit doesn't work anymore.
True.
Yeah.
But I think if you're playing an early access game, that's kind of what you're signing up for. So.
For sure.
I will say that this game hasn't had to change a whole lot since coming out of early access. You know, I'm very proud of Matt for kind of just like either sticking with their morals or whatever in terms of certain decisions and or just cleaning it up so that it works really well, right?
Yeah.
And then that's also a testament to the playtesters too, right? I say we did have some connectivity issues during this match. I know somebody was jostling the power cable.
Ah, okay.
And so my laptop, when it thinks that there's no power, it'll like black the screen for a second as it transitions to battery. I think that's just it might like transition to a new video card. I don't know, but either way, they got like a black screen for a frame, and that happened once or twice during the match.
Okay, there you go. Griffey, yeah, just saying I'm going to use all my bar. Gets the poison. Oh, had the life lead, but dang.
Look at that air combo. Odon doesn't have air combos.
Right, yeah. What is going on?
Yeah. Odon's like only good air normal is well, air button, because he doesn't have specials in the air, is I think heavy punch.
All right, KO Bastine asking, what's your opinion on optimized routes versus unoptimized? Is the disparity that big? I felt like Merfight doesn't punish folks for not being as optimal.
No. It really doesn't. In fact, there are like huge benefits to being suboptimal in this game, right?
Yeah.
There are characters that really struggle to get a hard knockdown on an optimal combo. And
True.
That's because, often you want to both front and backload your combo with supers, but supers often don't do very much, if all, in any wipeout, right? So doing a suboptimal combo is often better for Oki if you want to get a hard knockdown. You can repeat a wall bounce or a ground bounce to get that kind of, increased Oki timing. But that's incredibly suboptimal in terms of damage. But the difference between optimal and suboptimal is like, depending on your meter, like if we're talking meterless, it's like 30% maybe is suboptimal and 40% is optimal.
True.
With a bar or a pop cancel, you can maybe make that 45 to 50% optimal. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's more about the neutral in this game, really.
It is.
Because I have optimal combos and I lose all the time.
Yeah, I would say in terms of optimization, the biggest hurdle is just going from non-pop cancel combos to pop cancel. It's like finding a way to do one pop into enough damage into a hard knockdown. Like that is the biggest challenge of optimization. Because like you said, I think a lot of the times, the farther you get into it, the harder it is to get the better Oki situation afterwards. And almost invariably you need it. Like you're likely not going to be TODing somebody. So
yeah, no, there's no TODs in the game that I know of right now. But
right
there
now,
are
like
like 80 to 90% combos. They do exist. Especially with the poison characters. That's Clamilton and Nako. They can do some big damage. Yeah, because 10% scaling doesn't matter when your poison does flat damage. So
yeah, Griffey, right now you can see, just look at Black Atlas's health dwindling, right?
Yep, exactly. You don't have to, and there you go. The universal overhead looks so much more damaging when you're just getting your life ticked away.
Yeah.
And I think Griffey asked, or maybe it was Black Atlas that asked, but somebody like mid-tournament was like, is there chip kills? And I'm like, absolutely, you're fighting Nako, there's chip kills. You're going to get chip killed more often than not, I think. All right, I think they are just hanging out. I think it is 1-1, because I know Black Atlas wins this match, so. Yeah, there you go, rematch. I think this is them mentioning the core.
Oh, the monitor. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was my power cable, but yeah.
Oh, but yes, the flickering display, though, yeah.
Exactly, yep. Which sucks, because this game runs fine without my power cable. Like, but it switching between the two causes a disruption, so.
Yeah.
Lots of reversals on Wake Up. I'm actually glad to see it, because new players either don't know it exists or rely too much on it. So when it actually hits, I'm like, yeah, there we go.
I think that was also the only instance I've ever seen of someone successfully using Neko's ability for turning the pop bubbles into poison.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I see it a lot in this tournament, but I don't know if it's on purpose half the time.
Yeah. But hey, it worked out for Griffey there.
Yeah. I also don't think it's like any more powerful than any other type of poison. So if you get hit immediately, it just goes away.
Yeah.
I do kind of wish it did something like hyper poison or something that wasn't so easy to get rid of, but I understand why not, because poison is really good. I'm like biting the hand that feeds me here. Oh, look, blocks the standing low and gets the punish. Oh, but goes for that loop that they were doing, and I think that relies on a tighter link than you might be used to. Which online, you have a 3-frame buffer. I'm pretty sure. But offline, you don't, which...
You do not.
Another interesting change. I wonder if that'll change in Merfight too. That's another thing. If you want to support this game, their developer, Matrified or Mr. MKL, you should definitely support them on Patreon. It's the kind of thing that goes a long way, even if it's not a whole lot of money. So definitely reach out to them and find them on their various platforms.
Well, thank you. Yes, definitely support your artists, your favorite artists, wherever you can.
Absolutely.
Oh, very
hey, look
nice.
at this combo. And as you can see here, the last hit of the Lightning Legs EX is the only part that does any wipeout. So you can cancel that before it does the overhead to just have a 0 wipeout, 140, 130 some damage hit. Which is interesting. It is interesting, the math of like, supers generally only do about twice the damage of a heavy attack, like just a regular heavy normal.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's normal for fighting games, but it works in this case. It works just fine for Merfight.
It really does. And I mean, Merfight has a lot of utility in their supers, is what I find, right? Like,
True.
Being an Octonia player and an Atlas player, I'm like, you have a variety of launchers, hit grabs, right? Like, command grab. The pillar from Atlas is its own thing, right? So,
yeah.
Oftentimes, even if it's only doing a little bit more damage than a heavy, you're getting some other benefit that you can't otherwise get.
Absolutely. All right, here's Alex Alchemy versus yourself. Winners round 1 on the second setup. So it's another Nakos matchup, but this time we get to see Atlas, thanks to you. I appreciate that once again because, honestly, I'm a big fan of Atlas, and we don't see him enough. So.
Oh, yeah, no, I think he's a really great character. He has such an amazing, jumping attack. And then this really great, I love the wall bounce, ground bounce kind of options that he has, and he can go into any one of them, and get some really good combo and mix-up potential. So,
yeah, absolutely. You got a little reset there. That was cute.
Yeah, and spend the bar just to get the kill. You can link another just special attack, Dragon Punch, off of that first one, especially in the corner. You can probably get it, but...
Yeah, round star uppercut. That's like such a good move with Atlas. It hits most characters if they try to poke. It's also, I think, one of the only uppercuts in this game that's plus if you do it meaty.
Yeah, from that range, probably. Okay, Alex with the reversal wipeout there, not letting me jump at him.
Let's see if you block it. You do? Okay, cool. You get to punish.
Not much out of it.
Do you think the game would benefit from having a little punish thing that pops up if you hit somebody in their recovery frames?
I do. I really do. I had, especially early on, I had a real hard time figuring out when I successfully punished something. It's a very slippery game. So some kind of like actual indication. Yeah, this was the most Neko action we've seen in a while, says Sylph. Used to be really popular online, but people either switch characters or drop the game after he got nerfed.
It's true. It's true. But I think they're still really good, and players like Ravecoon have proved that, it's not even about... Neko was the reason that there's the air reset now, because there was a whole tournament where Ravecoon kind of proved that, especially online, the grab resets were just untenable. Or at least people weren't happy with it. I don't know exactly what happened, but... I will say the air reset thing only affects certain characters, so it's not like across the board a nerf to resets in general. But as a GG player, I don't have to worry about it one bit.
Not one bit.
No, the die kick just keeps you locked in. So, ooh, look at that. Uppercut trades with the jumping heavy kick. And here's a question: do you use any other buttons in the air as Atlas?
Sometimes I use jumping heavy. And sometimes jumping light kick, but mostly in combos. So like I got to switch to jumping heavy in combos for wipeout scaling.
Yep, that makes sense. Oh, he gets them on the frame trap. No, that's frame trap.
It is. And I was just like, oh dear God, I can't believe I did that. Frame trapping with the pillar super.
Yeah, it is punishable too. We found out later on, but yeah. All right, so this is myself versus Dicobros. I learned very quickly fighting Dicobros in this tournament that Bolt is a good pick if your opponent doesn't have a better fireball than you. I'm an impenetrable. Well, I shouldn't say I. Bolt is an impenetrable wall, but it's very much penetrable if you don't have the pop and they just have a better fireball than you.
Absolutely.
At least that's what I ran into. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Oh, well, I was just going to say, not only is it great to see more Neko, it's great to see more Gigi, who I feel we used to see a lot more of, and now not so much. But yeah, this is really, I did not think about the kind of the dynamics between these two's fireballs. But yeah, like beam beating boom kind of makes sense in some ways, right? So yeah, this made me kind of rethink GG as more of a projectile character, because
absolutely the way Dicobros plays them was like very convincing. And I mean, just a comment, like if I do the uncharged fireballs and stuff, I don't get any meter for that. Whereas GG, you know, with easy input turned off, you're only getting meter from doing specials, right? There's no way to F it up, basically. Which is another interesting thing about Merfight. You can turn off that feature, but not for charge characters. So my strategy here is basically to stay buffed the whole time, right? It increases his damage by like 30-some% across the board. All his specials, all his supers just do more damage. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, the little resets are fun. Block a ball into crouching light. Ooh, there we go. I get hit by the reversal though, so there it is. I will say Merfight is another one of those games where like sometimes you need to know what buttons not to press as much as you need to know what buttons to press.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm pressing, crouching heavy kick as Bolt, I'm probably losing. Right. If I'm relying on his crouching jab, I'm probably not doing so hot. Not that it's like a bad button inherently, but there's buttons that are way better, right? So.
Yeah, get that charge cross up.
I was surprised that hit, for sure. Those are not two buttons I use in conjunction, heavy punch and crouching heavy punch.
Yeah.
Gets the throw tech. There you go. So anytime somebody's trying to jump at me.
Oh, for sure. But Dicobros is a excellent defensive player. They won the Street Fighter the Movie tournament using Guile. And Guile is also kind of a wall in that game, and you can see that transfer over to their GG play immediately.
Yeah, no doubt. I felt like Bolt didn't have any mix-ups fighting Dicobros, even though I know Bolt does. So.
Right, but this laser keep away, he's already using push blocks and pop rolls in like recognizing the value of those, which I think. I mean, Silva and I talked about this a bit, that I think that's one of the ways that Merfight competitively will go next, is once people really grasp and utilize the pop functionality a little more, it's going to change competitive play. So seeing a known competitive player come in kind of day one and like already be recognizing the utility of it is...
Quite literally day one, too. Yeah. Like, they were like, I don't know if I want to enter, and I kind of bugged them, and they were like, okay, great. And this game's awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah.
They would never touch the game prior, at least I don't think so. And this combo's fun. I was practicing this prior to the tournament just to see, what the best setup was after EX Fireball. I'm pretty sure with timing, you want to do the combo that they drop halfway through the Fireball, so you have the Fireball set up plus the lightning. But I wasn't able to execute it perfectly during the tournament.
Nice push pop.
Here we go. Got the grab in the corner. I'm not trying anything, but you can flash kick out of that. And there you go. And now ARF Dialectical, they were I want to say a Guilty Gear player, because I think they were in cosplay, but I don't remember exactly. And 3 people dropped from the tournament. One of them, our dialectical just said, let me enter as them. And I said, absolutely, let's do it. So they saved us having to drop 3 people. So we only had to drop 2. And It's Just Chris is a great, fighting game. I don't want to say personality, but like champion. They're the one working behind the scenes on a lot of stuff, including Windjammers, Mahjong, mystery tournaments galore. So go check them out.
Absolutely. It was lovely being able to meet Chris.
Speaking of Chris, we do have this Clamilton for the first time on stream, which is a really interesting character. Someone who I honestly wish I had played more because they're good, but also it's kind of bullying. Like if you're playing them, I think the efficient way, it's almost almost like a knowledge check.
It's so cruel.
It can be, yeah. Clamilton can be cruel. Like the install here, yeah. Just install, be a jerk, lol. The armored crouching fireball is probably my favorite button. It doesn't go anywhere, but it represents inevitability. And honestly, Dialectical's doing a really good job of just picking up Arctina and playing with the buttons. Good spacing. You can tell that they're, experienced fighting game player, even though this is the first time playing Merfight. Gets hit by the EX Fireball. EX Palm whiffs. No punish. Ooh, gets the jumping.
Joe P. Thank you for the raid, friend.
Real. Yeah, they were playing some Strive earlier, and then I think some arcade games. Shout out to them. They're a great amigo.
Definitely one of the homies.
EX Fireball. Yeah, no doubt. Ooh.
There you go. Chris coming in with the clam drop.
Yep. The clam tatsu. Jump back fireball. Love to see it. This is experience of someone who plays a lot of mystery game tournaments. Just like, this is a button I'm going to use.
There you go.
Oh, that looks like a cross-up tatsu,
It does.
Look at that. Now, Dialectical, I don't know if anybody mentioned to them that they should spend their bar. But that's an issue with Merfight. New players, not realizing that you need to spend meter to gain meter. So it's a life lesson, ultimately. All right, they block the Rekka. Just jump back heavy punch. That button is so fun. Ooh, Palm gets the hit from downtown into EX Fireball.
Yep, and just drop the pearls.
Yep, keep going. See, they're not gaining any meter from this too, though. That's another thing, right? Like in the Fireball matchup, Clamilton does not end up meter positive because none of their Fireballs are specials.
Yeah, it's just a heavy attack. So
exactly, yeah. That being said, like you still get the bubbles and all that stuff, but that's something to keep in mind. If you are a Fireball character, you can maybe lose the war but win the battle, so to say. All right, Chris is going to take the first game.
Yeah, Joe, the fish are all here. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say I think I missed both of Joe's, all of Joe's matches, at the tournament. So I'm excited to be able to see what you had going on. All right, Dialectical, starting to use those Rekkas a little bit more. Starting to try to explore other moves.
And yeah, shout outs to the folks like Torball who are just there to hang out and watch because, even if they weren't able to enter, I appreciate having the audience and being able to chat and meet new folks. I love that command grab. Not command grab, excuse me. That regular grab. Oh, and the fireball install.
Install into the who even knows what.
Yep. So it's an additive 10-second install, meaning if you use it again while you're already installed, it's just going to add an extra 10 seconds to the timer.
Yeah.
It's not going to reset the timer or anything. You're just going to get more. No negative.
Right? Which means realistically, if you have 2 bar and you use 2 bars of install, by the end of 20 seconds, you're probably going to have another 2 bars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although, keep in mind, you're sending fireballs with the install, and those aren't going to gain you any extra meter. So,
No, not on block, but on hit.
on hit, certainly, yeah, you won't be able to use them. Just you don't get meter for using them.
Yes.
They got to actually do something with it. Yeah. That is it's a thing to keep in mind. Obviously, it's just a little bit less meter as opposed to no meter at all. Oh, the cross up Rekka again. I love that button. It's so good. I honestly think it's a little obscene that EX Rekka gives you a buff. Like, it gives you a free install.
Really? Like...
yeah, it's just a little extra on top. Some characters in this game get all the love. I don't actually know if that's true anymore. I think it's pretty well diverse in terms of who gets what stuff. But yeah.
Oh, got the slow on Arctina now. But here, once again, Dialectical realizing, oh, okay, I got these pop rolls. I can't get through the wall of pearls, right? So I got to find some way in. So starting to use all that utility stuff. Ooh. And now that they've been spending their bar, they have pop cancels to use.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I always wonder how much of that is like, okay, no, I've figured that out, or is it just as I'm starting to use more things, right? They seem like they were pretty on point with it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, now we're in winners round 2. Yourself versus Dr. Calexo. Shoutouts to them as well for entering the tournament.
Yeah, right? Everyone making sure their lenient inputs are off.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be good. It can be really good. And sometimes when I don't realize it, I end up benefiting from it more so than not. But I just don't practice with it. So
yeah. Oh, for sure. I used to use the lenient inputs, especially when I was playing Octonia. But I have found with like Atlas and Jiro that it is oftentimes gets in the way more than it helps. So I've taken to turning it off with those characters at the very least.
Yeah, same here. Anybody with a 3 input for their easy input, I find can cause issues for me. But either way, it's got benefits too, right? Like I don't want to say the system's not without its benefit for even the competitive player. But all right, so Mr. MKL versus Clamilton. This is not a matchup we've seen yet, but 2 characters we have seen separately before. I love this little combo you got to jump into using Puddle to link into Light Jab.
Oh, that's so good. And that Puddle is plus on block.
+2, yep.
Which is hugely important. So you see me backing off there to get some pop meter and then set up my pillar.
Sit in the beam. There you go. They were in it long enough to get armor for you. And there's the fireball, but the fireball whiffs and Clamilton's fireball hits instead. But they're now installed with the dark energy. Some Yu-Gi-Oh shit. Look at that, just standing heavy punch. Like they don't care. Oh, but yeah, you do get the hard knockdown off the grab, so all that's relatively guaranteed.
Yo, no worries, Joe. Get yourself some food. Much love, my friend. Take it easy.
Yeah, thank you very much, Joe. You made it a great event, as always.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's a little air reset.
There.
Wow, I say air reset, you say drop. No big deal.
Oh, it's the Canadian reset.
Yeah, there you go. Always. We gotta pop into a punish. So what are your thoughts fighting Clamilton?
He is very scary once he has you at half screen or more. I do not like getting through. Yeah, getting through that wall is it really does make me think. Where I'm like, okay, no, that's where your pop rolls and push blocks are gonna come into play. Right? It's when even your like just your 8/8 pops in, right? Like you have to be willing to push them, because if Clamilton puts you in the zone, you're screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they just have some of the biggest damage output for the least amount of effort in the game.
God,
so, like, you can mess up against a Clamilton and just take 50%.
Yeah. jumping in with the pillar explosions.
I find and that's like the most annoying looking move to me. I don't know why. It just irritates me that he can even do it. It's like, get out of the air. You're not supposed to be up there.
He's really
grab
not.
out of the EX Tatsu. You get the sweep. Those two buttons in conjunction, jumping heavy kick and sweep. Ugh, such a good combo.
I know, right?
Especially because you can sweep into the +2 on block puddle.
The puddle, and then
Get a little
and then
frame
you have the
advantage
overhead
for a mix, yeah.
Yep.
And that +2 matters so much more offline.
Oh, it really does. I mean, I think that one of the most notable things for me about playing Merfight offline is that it's a way less scrambly game, or the scrambles feel way less panicky, right?
I agree. Yeah.
It is something that I think that is something I've heard about Merfight from other players as well. That they're like, oh shit, like the scramble situations are kind of intense, and it's way less intense offline, but they're more meaningful in some ways.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, sorry about that. We didn't have all the colors unlocked for all the setups, you know, just by the nature of how it is. But yeah, next time we will.
All right. Oh, I see. I didn't do the wipeout math correctly.
Yeah, it's okay. Wipeout math is tough in this game unless you have it like as part of your B&B.
Yeah.
I know. Often case that's just not going to be what your B&B is.
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly.
We got winners round 2, Sylvie Horse versus Luca Kona. It's going to be an Arctina mirror match. Yeah, it was really nice to meet you, Full Milk Moon. Thanks for coming.
Aiming for the Gabby palette for Clamilton. Yeah, unfortunate.
It is what it is, but yeah. No row. Yeah, we didn't see any row in the tournament. I can't really tell you why that is either. I mean, I just don't play them, so I was pretty committed to Bolt, even though I don't think I should have been in all matchups.
And Luca Kona swinging for that punish, gets it, but unfortunately doesn't convert. And then Silva's just like, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is definitely our top seed versus a newer player, but I'm really glad that players like Luca Kona came out, because without those kind of people, we just don't have a tournament.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Sylvie's going to take the first round.
Yeah, you can see there Sylv like reaching underneath and actually low profiling that jumping command grab from Luca Kona.
Oh, goes for the frame trap, gets uppercut. I actually love that out of Luca Kona. I didn't see that initially.
Okay, reset. Blocks it.
Ooh, the sweep trade. Ooh, wakes up with a reversal but gets hit by the universal overhead.
Yeah, universal overhead punish is actually super smart.
Yep. And you can get 2 of them in a combo if the first one's grounded. You can get 3 of them in a combo, but it'll wipe out. But yeah. If the first one's grounded and the second one's on an aerial opponent, you still get the ground bounce.
Yeah.
It only checks if you got the ground bounce, not how many times you've hit with it. And we are in Odon's stage, I guess. Their
gallery.
Gallery? There we go. That's the word, yeah. They got some 2D art as well. I didn't know that. Didn't realize that.
I was just gonna say, I think this is the first time I've actually noticed a bunch of that 2D art in the background. That I'm like, oh damn.
No, I never noticed that until now.
Take a moment to appreciate. All right, yeah, set up.
Exactly, yeah. Smell the roses. This is gonna drop. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I'm surprised.
Cool. No, gets the uppercut at the end too to take it out. Man, that was like perfect damage. That is just what Sylv needed. Oh fuck, the instant overhead into command grab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the corner it combos. So.
Yep.
Whiff's there, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, here you go, big whiff. They got the frame trap instead of the punish, though. Damn.
Yep. Never punish. You never. It's not. Yo, it's always your turn if you have bar.
It's always your turn if you have bar. Yeah. There we go. Ended it with a perfect.
Yeah, I know, Full Moon. I was sad. There was a bunch of people actually that I was just like, we just didn't quite cross paths.
All right, this is myself versus this just Chris. I think in this matchup, Bolt actually does a pretty good job because Clamilton once again can't do the full screen keep away without, you know, being negative on meter.
We'll lose. They'll lose the war of attrition.
They'll lose the meter gain, yeah, eventually. As you can see by me having more meter. But it's not a whole lot, right? It's not a whole lot. I am technically losing neutral, but.
Go. Okay. Install. Ah! Okay, that was really good, actually.
Right? Right? Clamilton's so fun. All right, gets hit by the cross up. Ooh. I didn't go for low. I went for mid. Okay. I'm going to get hit by the fireball. Yep. Yeah. I was like, please make this a combo video. But no. There really isn't anything that has like so little hit stun that you can do that in this game, unfortunately. I like doing that with like Johnny Cage's glasses in Mortal Kombat 1.
You'd have to like use one of the extra hit stun buffs.
Yeah, something like that. Boom. Yeah, you're right. Ro could probably do it, especially against Ro. Ro against Ro.
Ro against Ro, possible.
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually super clutch. Like trying to pop cancel out of it when they realized that you were gonna block and punish the Clam Tatsu.
All right. Get the standing version of the combo. Less good because they don't bounce on top of the fireball. You really want to like sweep them. I'm surprised I'm dodging half of these fireballs.
Well, I was gonna say, man, that was some Morgan-esque patterns.
It does feel Morgan-esque, yeah, for sure. Which, by the way, we need to play some Marvel sometime.
We do.
I realized we didn't play any Marvel over the weekend, but, you know, that's fine.
Oh, that's funky.
Yeah, hitting them so that they go the other way. Trying to set up meaty fireballs, but I'm doing them too fast.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, get the overhead into the kill.
Mix, yep. Yo, KO, you're right. Merfight characters do have a lot of personality.
Yeah, they are full of whimsy and like petty spitefulness. I feel like all the characters are like little shits to each other.
Yes, I think that's kind of the core of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you little shit.
Yeah, you little bastard. Get over here. I think in this matchup particular, because isn't Clamilton Bolt's butler?
Yeah, I think so, right?
This is very much, I raised you, you little shit. But yeah, I'm meter positive and life negative, which, you know, happens a lot.
Until suddenly you're
exactly,
meter neutral and they're dead.
Yeah. One thing I want to mention too is Chris was running the Windjammers tournament, so they did actually have to drop out of the tournament once they went to losers. But really do appreciate them showing up and playing because
absolutely,
you know, once again, without them, we wouldn't have a tournament. So, and I'd rather have people enter and DQ than not enter at all. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, I would rather people be able to enter and play to completion, but
yeah,
that can't always happen.
No,
so.
it's not ideal. Yeah, not in every scenario. So I'll take somebody gatekeeping a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, going
and
in.
That doesn't
fireball
work in the corner because I got the wrong fireball. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
A good punish for Chris. There we go. The instant overhead after Tatsu is so good.
Yeah, does Clamilton have a good button for like a cross up after that?
Yeah, he has a really good jumping kick cross up button, I
Okay.
think. And he also has the standing low. So if he's like trying to mix you up, he has a good opportunity between those two buttons.
Nice.
And I think the universal overhead is kind of assy, but you know, not the worst thing in the world.
All right.
They're the Tatsu getting over the fireball. Because as a Bolt player, I'm just like, no, I'm invincible with the fireball out, you know?
Right.
But absolutely not. It's just
Feels
not the
that way,
case.
but you're not. There you go.
Yeah,
8-8 pop.
exactly. Yep.
Gotta close the gap.
Tatsu's over it, though.
Oh.
Hey, cross up Tatsu again. I love to see it.
We got 1-1.
Yep. And this is the full screen sweep. Love it. Half screen sweep, but yeah, not as egregious as Arctina, clearly. But Bolt sweep is ass, like so bad. So
Right.
do not use Bolt sweep. Not good button.
Oh, well, there's a lot of really interesting matchup, like knowledge and matchup scenarios that happen in Merfight because of that. Yeah, you got some. If you don't like homogenized characters, man, try out Merfight.
Yeah, this game's got a lot of interesting stuff going on. And I think the way the combo system works too, it's this very freeform, right? We were talking about this earlier with KO, but like the difference between an optimal combo and a suboptimal combo is not all that much, and you can sacrifice a lot of damage for neutral and mix-ups. I think that's ultimately where the game's moving to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a game that, like, one of my highest praises for it is how it incorporates its different meter systems, right? Pop gems, super bar, wipeout, all intrinsically tied in a really interesting way, so that the game coming down to can you manage that meter makes a lot of sense, right?
Exactly. One thing I love about Bolt is his little like charge lightning move. He can act in the air out of it. So even though it has a hitbox and it's not a very strong move in the neutral, if you set it up on Oki, you can actually act right after it and do some really dirty mix-ups.
Ooh. I feel like that should, as an Atlas player, I feel like that should have punished. How did that jumping kick whiff?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, there we go. Gets the hit. But I get the flash kick. And here we go. We got Black Atlas and Joe P. Real. Winner found. Ooh, this is going to be an Odon versus Odon match.
Odon match.
Yeah.
We're just going to have two dudes building statues on the opposite side of the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had anything to say about it. I think this is going to be Black Atlas in the Common Rider and Joe P. Real in the not
Classic.
Common Rider. There we go. It's called a classic. The wiggly shoulders.
I was going to say the wiggly antennae. I don't think I ever noticed how animated those were.
Yeah. I don't think I'm realizing a lot of things about this game while I'm not playing it.
Well, this is right. It's like being a spectator is very different perspective.
Yeah, it's
Most
like driving, You see what's ahead of you, but you don't necessarily notice all the houses going by,
Yep. There we go. Damn, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's got some good, strong fundamentals with Odon.
There we go, though. The Black Atlas kick, super sweep into upper.
Yep. Goes for a mix-up, gets the statue, but that does not deter Black Atlas with their offense. Yeah, look at this little... Oh, okay. I was going to say, look at the little mix-up out of it, but there we go. Gets the hit. So, did you know that all 3 hits of the boulder bring you down to 10% scaling?
Wait, really?
Yeah. If you go from 100% to nothing and just 3 boulders hit, it goes 70, 30, 10, I think.
Huh.
So it's like super inefficient in combos.
Yeah.
In fact, it's horrible in combos. Do not want to do that.
But is super useful outside of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm not saying this move needs to be buffed. It's great.
But oh no, I
It's
don't
just
think I
an
realized it was
interesting
that.
input,
Was that vicious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 30% scaling every time you hit a boulder.
Here we go. All right. Start building there.
Here we go. Get the block. Is it gonna punish?
Yep.
Yep. Gets the punish with the standing low.
Yeah. Light kick
Into
special.
the EX lightning kick legs. Yeah, just lots of lightning legs. I love that about Black Atlas's play. They have so many lightning legs. It's honestly just super fun to watch. It's the kind of move that you're like, yes, 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 you know, chanting along with the hits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, smart. Not pressing the button on the jump in and going for the throw from
Oh,
Joe P.
there we go.
Super
Counter boulder. Yeah, KO. One thing I wish we had is like an online repo for that where we could upload our replays, because each Merfight thing only saves the last 10 replays or last 10 games. So if we could save our replays, that would be awesome, and upload them. There's also so many like mid-match quotes that I've never read. So a lot of this is new to me as well. Who gets the standing or crouching jab?
Yeah. Drops back for some bar.
Yeah, look at that little mix. Little pressure.
I mean, Joe P also being a very proficient Balrog player in Street Fighter the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I really find that crosses over a fair amount.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Look, there's no like funny air combos, but still.
Yeah, both SFTM and Merfight are like very fast games, kind of slippery games, right? I can see the appeal for an SFTM player coming over here, and so seeing Joe, a Balrog player, pick Odon, I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And also top tier, which is good.
Also,
pick a top tier.
Yeah.
I need a pocket Odon. That's why I was playing them after the tournament.
Lap 2. Dive in.
Every time I see someone do really well with a character, first time I saw someone kill with Dragos, I was like, oh, do I need to learn Dragos?
Ooh. Is that beautiful, Joe? Absolutely it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Recording your matches as they are online will result in a bunch of weird stuff, but I bet you the replay wouldn't have any of that.
Yeah.
That's what KO's saying in chat. It's a good point. Look at this combo from Joe P Real. Joe P really pulling out all the stops. No, and the low does not hit. Oh, but that one does. Just keep popping in low. Although I think it might have even been a mid. They were just pressing and got hit. Is Joe gonna block the overhead?
Oh, goes in for a punish.
Goes in for a punish and gets hit instead. Hey, there we go. Odon's heavy kick used to be broken. It used to do like a quarter of its wipeout. So yeah, you could just do that forever. It was really fun.
Hit the ground bounce, go for the standing reset.
Yeah. Got poked though. Ooh, blocks the super, goes for the... Oh no, I forgot what that one's called, but either way, it gets hit. Look at that wipeout bar. 0 wipeout until the last hit on both of the supers. And it only does like a light kick damage worth of wipeout, so... For anyone curious, those values aren't associated with any other value. They are totally separate. So you have a wipeout value, you have a damage value, you have chip damage value. You know, you have all that, but they are separate, not tied to each other. I do not believe. I think chip damage is right. Chip damage.
Chip damage, I think, is just a percentage. Yeah.
That is just a percentage, but otherwise, your wipeout is not associated with anything other than its value.
That's actually an interesting thought, KO. I'm wondering, like, who do you guys think are the, like, current character specialists, right? Like, I mean, like, Sylve being, like, the Arctina is kind of what's in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, what was the name of the... I can't remember their name now. I feel so bad. But the Dragos player, Coderius, thank you, right? Yep. And I'm just like, can't remember their name just because I'm like, no, they're just Dragos.
Yep. And maybe Midor played a lot of Bolt before dropping the game. But they also played a bunch of other stuff too, right? They play Oda and they played a bunch of other characters.
Oh, yeah. Rave and Warthog both played a lot of variety of characters. So hard to pin them down, right? But yeah. Yeah,
and I mean, I'd say you play Octonia the most, but not even nowadays. So I don't know.
No, but that's it. Not nowadays, right? Like, but I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to have a. I mean, especially right, like if Dicobros keeps playing and really embraces GG, it'd be interesting to kind of see these character specialists go at each other. Because you're right. I think there's a lot we don't know about how these matchups will really play out.
Yeah, absolutely. Even after so long, we just have another density of statistics to stay one way or the other.
There you go.
Lots of fireballs. That's what you need to do, though, against an Arctina.
Oh, absolutely.
And Dicobros will prove that, you know, the value of his playstyle throughout the rest of the tournament. No spoilers.
But yeah, already in, like, you know, second round, losers round, you're already seeing people kind of feel out their own characters a little bit.
And we got a pop cancel, gets grabbed, though.
Right? And that, yeah, you can see Dicobros is now, okay, you know, you get the throw into the jump button. Now I can do jump button into special. It's like, I think next time he gets a throw, he's going to get a combo into special.
Yeah, JT says they played a bit of Odon, they like GG, but they just about play everybody.
Yeah.
Jump back, just maintaining space. I like this out of Dicobros. Not messing around, like they're there to win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's that punish I like to see. EX Fireball. I love the jumping Fireball too. I mean, I wish it let her kind of fall down with it, but...
Oh, yeah.
That's just me. Behold!
Right?
What do they say when somebody hands you a bee? Behold. There you go. And is Dicobros gonna clutch this out for the first match? Gets the grab.
Button. No special.
Jumping light. Yeah. Jumps out of the sweep range. Gets the block. Oh no!
Nice.
Goes for the Escaflash. Gets punished. This is a conversation for another time, but I'd love to pick your brain about like how designers can make it so that the moves that are easiest to do are also like the most optimal. So like, you know, Just like if you hit your keyboard or your controller, are you gonna do a move that's like 64 frame recovery and doesn't hit your opponent kind of
It'd
thing?
be useless. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. We can have the discussion some other time, but I think there is definitely like an order of operations that you could play with there in terms of what buttons, supersede other buttons and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. What is most likely to come out? Is it going to be something that's actually going to be useful?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, Dialectical is going to take, I think, the first game.
Yeah, and I will say that that's probably one of Arctina's biggest strengths, is that no matter what button you pick, you're probably picking something that is going to be kind of good for you.
Yep. I don't think there's a button in her kit that is like just objectively not a good thing you want to press.
Right.
In
Like,
neutral. Yeah.
Like you might be like full screen and do her little uppercut and be like, okay, that wasn't right. But
you recover so quickly. If you do the heavy one, you just stand up on your spear. So yeah, you're actually at advantage. Just dodging fireballs up there. Whereas there's characters whose unique actions like leave them kind of sitting there like doing nothing and gets them killed more often than not. So
yeah. Oh, that's a good one, KO. Yeah, what's your nemesis character that you dread to fight, specialist or not? For them, it's Angelique and Neko. For Sylve, it's Odon and Ro. Yeah, Drargos for me, I'd say.
Yeah, Drargos. A good Drargos will make me not want to play this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Bolt used to be there for me, but I think you've inured me to Bolt.
I appreciate that.
You've given me the fortitude to go on.
Right. Hey, do we want to take a quick break after this match?
I was just going to suggest that.
Sounds good. My dogs want to go out, so.
Perfect.
Yeah, I see you. You're standing on the PS5. I can't not see you. But yeah, Daikobra's full bar, Dialectical pretty damn close to it.
Yep. No, Dialectical here. This is really good. Like, I love seeing that Dialectical has really embraced the pop rolls and then the standing on the staff as a way to get around a little bit of what Gigi's doing here. But Daikobra is just holding it down, like the Rock.
Dwayne Johnson or the movie with Nick Cage?
The movie with Nick Cage is my preferred one, but that's...
Got it. Yeah, sure.
I ain't gonna judge.
Only one of them was in an episode of Voyager, so... But yeah. There we go. Daikobra is gonna get their game.
Taking the sweet.
So I think it's 1-1.
That's not a giant orange, right? What is that supposed to be?
It is.
It's just a ginormous orange? All right.
It's just a giant orange. And does that beg more questions about the size of the characters? Yes.
It really does. Oh my god.
I think Jiro is tiny. Jiro is a tiny person. Or oranges in this universe are huge. But we have confirmed that the giant chain is just a giant chain. So maybe it's just a world of giant things.
It's true.
That aren't people. I don't know.
I don't know, guys. Figure out give me your headcanon for Merfight.
Yeah. Well, we got to do the iceberg video someday.
Yes.
5 layers of the Merfight iceberg. First of which is it's not underwater.
Oh, smart. I like the pop cancel away.
Like, who has the Arctic Curse? I don't know. I genuinely can't tell you.
Yeah.
I played the story mode. I don't remember. Probably Neko. That's all I got.
Right? Was it Neko? Was it Odon? Might have been Ro.
Right?
Ro had
in
the
the
curse?
Story, I think everybody can have the curse. I don't know.
Right?
No spoiler, but pretty sure it depends on who you play story mode. But I don't know.
I'm not in Matt's head.
No.
There you go. Whiff punish with the super.
Mm-hmm.
Lay down some lasers.
Okay. I was going to say, is it a chip kill or is it just regular damage?
Yeah, KO. I think, Ro has it and Odon is the savior. Okay, there you go. I think that's right.
Oh. But Ro is the prince? I thought he was the king.
Well, he's the king, but he was the prince who had the curse and has now become the king. And there is a new prince who also will have the curse, but is the savior, right? Right? I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
that's
the
what it is.
keymaster. I got it. Look at these blocks.
I know,
There's
right?
like Roblox right here. It's like dating on Twitter. I love that uppercut. Leaves you right out of fireball range.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, oh, perfect. Very good jump back into air super. Under it, no punish though. Smart.
Jumping light though. No, not much follow up after the grab. Either way though, Cobros is going to take it 2-1 against
Taking
Arf.
it to him. Yeah. All right, friends. Yo, I think this is a good spot to take a little bit of a break.
I agree.
All right, my friends, we are going to be right back. I will put on some tunes for y'all, and we are going to continue with our Merfight at ComboBreaker 2025 Restream. Thank you so much for joining us so far. If you don't know, friends, I'm Mr. MKL. We got Mohast Gridlock here as well. And see you in a few.
Adios.
We are hanging out. We are watching some Merfight today. I hope everyone's doing well. I am completely no signal. Well, I need to fix that. Give me 1 second. There you go. That should be better. Yo, I hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday? It's a Saturday. I am on stream and it's not my regular day, so I have no idea what's going on. So hi everyone. Welcome back. Yo, Mohast is probably still out just with their doggo. Let us continue on with our tournament, though. Just friends. Yeah. Hungover, gotta take a nap. Fair. Butler, we've all been there. Yo, but grinding speedruns and lost track of time. That does sound like you, Punk.
Heaven or shell? Lap 1. Dive in.
I hope everyone's been successful in their own respective endeavors lately, though. I was very pleased with my own performance at ComboBreaker, and seeing everyone else's performances as well. Like I said, for me, I don't know. There's something about the indie and niche fighter tournaments. When you get these brackets at majors, you always get folks who are really, really great fighting game players, but who may not have played this particular game. So you get a little bit of that mystery tournament vibe of people figuring it out on the fly. And I don't know, it's just, I find that to be super informative. Even as someone who is more experienced, you see people playing the game in a way you wouldn't typically see. So man, Griffey here, just playing the poison game is so fantastic.
Lap 2. Dive in.
Right? We used to see it a little bit, but it's kind of like a mode of play that I think so much of Merfight is so aggressive. Seeing this at least willingness to be like, hey, I can play a range game, I can play this, right? Get my poison, back off, chuck some fireballs. And then yeah, I don't know, this mode switch from Griffey is very impressive. Did I leave the Robo-O music playing? Good catch. No, you're not tripping.
Prepare. Pass or scale. Lap 1. Dive in.
Yeah, there are a few amazing nods to the community in this game, right? From Toast Riders costumes. I myself am in the background of the Evangelique stage.
Right.
We got the oh god, what is it? The Merst of Men? What is it?
Merst of guys, yeah.
The Merst of Guys, thank you. Hey, alright, jump in, block, pop dash away.
Yeah, we have
like
references to Battle Craze versus Tag Shuffle, Schwarzer Blitz.
Yep.
A bunch of different indie games.
Yeah, Evil Lobster as a Gamma costume, I believe.
Yep. Dr. Klexo doing a surprisingly good job of keeping out Griffey Bones and pressuring them as well, so.
Right, but this kind of it is relentless on the part of Griffey, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was saying, they know how to play a keep away game and to tick down health with poison, but they are not afraid to go in, and they have some great. They've already figured it out. They're like, okay, this is how I keep myself safe.
Yeah.
Right?
And setting up those fireballs, gaining the meter,
Oh, yeah.
even if you maybe get hit by one or two of theirs.
Oh, that's it. He has found such a great, like, middle ground of, I can do things that are good on offense, but they are relatively good on defense. For a little bit of bar, I can make them really good on defense, and they set up good, keep away, or Oki. So, like,
Yep.
I don't know. It's just,
Look at that cross up. Oh, EX Tatsu gets hit.
Oh, can't get through that, though.
Nope.
Now Clamilton gets to spit out a bunch of different elements.
Yeah. But he's poisoned. Now he's getting chip range. Oh, that. Without any pop or super. That's about it.
Even at that health, can you afford to block and pop roll?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? I don't think you could.
No. Because I think you have to block it first to be able to pop.
Yeah.
And that would inherently mean you take the chip.
There you go. That's Griffey moving on. Now back down in losers, we got, Luca Kona and Dai Cobros.
Yep.
And both these characters, both these players, for like first-time players of Merfight, basically, having already figured out the kind of core of these two characters.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was like, man, like if you give Luca Kona an evening of playing with Sylv, I think I'd be terrified. So
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That EX Fireball. Oof. Gets hit by the low. No. Gets out of there. Daikobros with the defensive techniques.
Mm-hmm. And good stuff. Going for the low laser into the mid laser to hope to catch a jumper.
Mm-hmm. Those frame traps, like you say, it's your turn if you have meter.
That's true.
See, that sweep's punishable with jabs. That's another thing. Daikobros is getting away with a lot of stuff that if players were more diligently punishing with jabs, they might not be able to get away with.
True. I was going to say, the rollback probably wasn't the best of ideas.
Yeah, in this matchup, GG wants to keep you as, more than full screen, or more than full screen, what am I saying? More than half screen. There you go. Great punish there from Daikobros. Yep.
Oh, gets the overhead, does a sweep. All right.
Yep. Lots of disparate little pokes. That up. There it is.
But it's funny, on the topic, we were talking about optimization a little. You don't got to worry about optimizing if all you're doing is button special, knockdown, and catching people with supers, right?
Right.
Like, your damage output ends up being actually very high from something like that.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I forget who it was. JM Crofts was saying, I'm playing this game like it's Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
But it's possible. All right, gets the block and the punish. Although, once again, hard to tell if it's actually a punish.
Oh, meets some nice, very good air-to-air there. Okay, Luca Kona finding a way through the lasers a little bit. Going for the universal overhead, slightly mistimed so that it whiffed. Trying to get their meaty timing down.
Goes for the jump and gets hit by the hit grab. Blocks universal overhead, goes for the sweep, or excuse me, the uppercut, but does not get it. Oh, there you go, using the hit grab to get over the fireball. I love it.
Stall it out.
That is so cool. Oh, I love it.
Nice. And then and it's funny because like you can see it real time. Luca being like, yes, oh, that's the play.
Yep.
Oh. But Daikobros, yeah, using the bar, taking the first round here in this set.
It's gonna be match point. Blocks the hit grab. Hey, that was interesting, seeing the heavy punch beat whatever button was coming out. Probably heavy punch as well.
Yeah. There you go. Daikobros figured out button into laser at least.
And back up into the bubbles.
Yep.
Oh no, gets hit by the jumping fireball.
Oh, okay, there you go. Oh no, it didn't connect.
A little bit too late, yeah. A little delay on the cancel means they drop.
And then right into super. Yep, they know it now.
Yep.
They know it now. Now this is kind of like the difference between certain tiers of players, right? Where Daikobros is going to get so much more value out of any of their straight hits now that they realize, oh,
yeah,
I get an easy throw punish into a special into a super. Like that's way better than getting throw. Which
exactly,
is,
yeah, throw in a jab, yeah.
Right.
All right, Daikobros is going to take it.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, to Sil's point there, right? Daikobros already took a game or two off them in casuals, already getting more scary in this game. He's also just a really solid player in general, so not surprising how fast they're picking up Merfight. Yeah.
So here's an issue. The names are swapped. At least that's my understanding. The names should be swapped. So right. Joe is on the right, Alex is on the left.
Yes, well, Joe Odon, and then, yeah, Alex Alchemy has been playing
exactly,
Neko, so.
Yeah. Yep, so names are flipped. Otherwise, everything else is right.
Oh, you know, I forgot my drink. If you could just hold it down for a second.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Thank you.
Yep. So in this matchup, I don't know. Yeah, we have seen this before out of Black Atlas and Griffy Bones. You really are kind of doing the traditional, boxer versus keep away, right? Imagine if Odon had a fireball. If Adon had a fireball. And a Rekka, I guess. They're not exactly the same, but it's not like Alex needs to keep away though, right? Like they're perfectly fine being up close. It just also means that that's also where Odon's gonna, excel. And we're seeing a lot of really strong play out of Joe. We just have like these linked jabs into special. Gets the statue up, but totally avoids the projectiles there. All right, we get the uppercut, but no follow-up. Jab into super from Joe. All right, jumping in, just applying that pressure, but there you go. Alex running up, accidentally clicking the universal overhead. Not universal overhead, the universal or unique action. There you go. All right, statue's up. That means they're gonna get blocked. 3 of those hits, but it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, Alex was pressuring through it, so it worked out. Usually that is punishable on block, but I think Joe tried to go for an overhead instead. Let's see if they cross up low. But I guess blocked it does. There we go. That is the punish out of Joe. And they go for the pretty easy follow-up as well. Good stuff.
Yeah, jab upper straight is excellent follow-up off that super.
Yep. That's what I mean. Like, Odon can do a lot of damage in a few amount of hits, but with lightning leg stuff, you can also do like 30, 40 hit combos if you really want to.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, those give you so many more opportunities for dash canceling. It gives you a little bit more time to read the situation.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And as we mentioned before, it's if you pop cancel, or if you super cancel out of it, that's just free damage.
Yeah.
You don't get any wipeout, or you don't have to worry about really dropping it. All right, so Joe's going to take the first game.
I love that intro from Odon. And I do. I need to go unlock all the other costumes because, man, costumes are so good in this game.
Yeah, right. I did that after ComboBreaker. I went and unlocked everything. Well, all the costumes. I can't do the colors because punish and combo challenges are beyond me.
I'm just gonna beg Matt for the treasure code.
Yeah, they'll unlock everything treasure
To
code.
unlock it, there's got to be an unlock all treasure code, right?
I don't know. I only know of 2. So one unlocks certain stuff, like Kickstarter backer stuff, and then the
Yes.
other one unlocks big head mode. That's all I know.
Okay.
So I would love to have more treasure code stuff because I think
Oh,
that's an
no.
infinite well of opportunity. There we go.
Nice.
Jab into super.
Go into up kicks.
Up kick's no longer the infinite combo that they used to be, but still pretty good for their actual use as a reversal. Blocks the
Oh, yeah.
entire super. Hits with the statue. Interesting. Jab, jab, uppercut.
Very close there.
Joe's gonna go match point.
Lap 2. Dive in.
And we have Gargantos or whatever in the background.
Yeah. Icy Shuma.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. All right, the jab into super.
Okay.
Pretty
gets
common for
poisoned.
both characters. Ooh, oh, that was an interesting little 2-hit. Goes for the punish, sets up statue, breaks it for the fireball. Ooh, crouching jab into super again.
Then, oh, still no wipeout.
Nope.
Man, Odon has a
It's
lot of great
tough.
combo opportunity.
It's tough to wipe out with a character like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, pokes out. Gets the super.
Yeah, and for
Alright,
those
let's
curious
see.
why we're talking about the wipeout being so important is it actually gives you a hard knockdown.
Yeah.
If you do not wipe out a character and force the end of a combo, they have far more options when they wake up. Right, because like hard knockdown means you can only do reversal wake up. Can you correct me on that,
I'm
Mohast?
sorry. Yeah, yeah, you can do reversal wake up. You can also do super wake up, but you can't roll.
But you can't roll, right?
And it's a slightly different timing, I think, on both.
Yeah.
Actually, it should be the same timing on your super, but it's a different timing on your reversal. I think your reversal comes out later, is my point.
Yeah.
But
So
I don't actually know for sure.
yeah, it's a far
That's one
more
thing I need to go test.
it's a far more controlled wake up situation for the aggressor, right? And
Yeah.
that is not in such a slippery game that can become very important. So yeah, if you're a character who has a hard time wiping out or has to wipe out in a specific way, that can actually be a struggle.
It can. And the way supers are designed, a lot of them are designed to like be free in a combo, and sometimes that means that you just never get wipeout and with a super. But there are ways. I think it's going to be a combination of a little bit of tweaks on Matt's side and a lot of experimentation on everyone else's side.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is myself versus Black Atlas.
More Odon play. Love it.
Yep. More top tiers. We don't get to see any Strike or Gamma or Octonia or Angelique. Yeah. But
you go.
we still had like 15 players, so I'm happy.
It's true. The bolt knee strike into button while you're coming down, that is delightful.
It is really fun, yeah.
It is such a cool little bit of kit.
Yep.
Nice pop forward for the overhead.
Short, fireball or Blanca ball. Install just to gain more damage and utility. Not having to charge your moves is really good. I think that's... It may not be the best install, but it's probably the one install that's most important to the character.
Do it again.
Yep.
Yo, Sylv, the real friends were the chicken tendies we ate along the way.
That's true, yeah. That is true.
Alright, super smart from Atlas there, just saying, okay, I'm gonna wait, you jump in, you hit my statue, I punch,
Yep.
and then you get knocked off of me, right?
Exactly, yeah.
because they seem very confident just playing in the neutral. So like, yeah, it doesn't. It's fine. Like and it's funny. Like all their combos. Man, and all their combos are designed to give them opportunities to, you know, get a mix-up on block or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So...
And I read the grab mix-up, but otherwise, that was clean as hell. I was not expecting them to be able to punish block a ball with standing light kick.
Right.
But characters like Arctina and stuff with the range, they can punish it before I hit the ground, you know? So...
Those chicken tendons were your CB medal.
That makes sense, yeah. Ooh, get the cross up.
Oh, end combo off of it and walk
Stall
back into all that ball,
right
all
in
that bar.
Yep. Oh, but they get the hit.
Yeah, sweep into up super. Oh, trying to get the jab, I think, for the wipeout, but...
Yeah, jumps over the fireball, gets the punish, but no follow-up there. Okay, and I get the pretty much safe on block super. Goes up for the grab, sets up statue.
Oh god, so good.
Yeah. I'm like, no, stay away, please. There you go, the overhead. The instant overhead after whiffed lightning is silly.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like,
nope.
They've caught on to your pop cancel, like, after pushing in. Right? Or jump in with the button, pop cancel, like, extra overhead. But no, still getting hit by the button on the way down from the charge knee.
Yeah. There we go. They're going to take it, I think.
Yeah, that's going to kill.
Boom. All right, so 1-0 Black Atlas, I believe. Maybe 2. Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0 there.
The waves of fate
are crashing.
Lap 1. Dive in.
I back up and install immediately. They do as well. Now we're both kind of at neutral, so to say. Sets up statue once again. I still have install. It just runs out, so.
Man, that second stone arcing up high like that is so clutch. Because it is. It's the free punish and Oki all in one.
Exactly, yeah. And I don't know exactly what button you need to press to get that, but you press different buttons to get different results. So. And they challenged my coming down with the light kick there.
Dash in for more pressure. Okay, you get under the legs.
Combo, unfortunately. And they land on the ball.
All right.
Oh no, they get the punish on the nothing mix-up.
Yeah.
The no mix-up mix-up. The eggless omelet.
Happens to the best of us.
But yeah, you can see I'm just like, give me the install. I want it. And then he punished me for it.
Yeah, you're reaching a little too hard for it.
So it's match point Black Atlas.
Damn, and over the fireball.
Yep.
Got a bar and a pop.
There you go, it goes for the reset. I block, but
right.
Not after the pop.
Pop into pressure.
Yep.
Oh,
ooh, look at that
tried to do the
love
extension.
It. Yep, I've run install in their face. Like, I don't know what I'm doing there, but...
You're pushing buttons and putting out fireballs.
Yeah,
it's apparently working.
Yeah. There you go. Do the reversal. If they're sitting over you.
Nice.
There you go. Get the install and super. Don't need to worry about charging it even. Just do the up down. Or down up.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get out of the statue range.
I was going to say, yeah.
Still get punished. This might be it for your boy. Oh.
Drops the super. Oh, no.
And I get hit anyway. I get hit anyway. Trying to be cocky. So Black Atlas knocks me into losers. 2-0.
Oh, God. I feel that one. Jumping into the last hit of a super.
Nobody's really labbed that many safe jump setups. I have, right? But
Yeah.
not only just with Bull, and only like right. Actually, it was during ComboBreaker. So
Yeah. No, I did some work with Octonia maybe a year ago. But like I struggle with it, and I have not had good luck with Atlas.
yeah. Speaking of Sylvia and Mr. MKL, this is their next match in winners round 3.
This was an interesting one where I realized that Sylv didn't quite know how to deal with Pillar.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually use Pillar after I get a hit, but it's so hard to like get in on Sylv and get a reliable knockdown that I was like, you know what?
You go
I'm
roll
gonna
into
do
button.
this, right?
Oh, I like the
Great.
super cancel.
And then I put this out, and I'm hoping for armor here so I can go in.
Yeah, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, rolls into the punish. I think the way timing is in this game, you're sometimes benefited by just jabbing, like just mashing jab in certain scenarios, because you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but in 4 frames I might hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, Light Pillar was annoying, for sure, Sylv.
Oh yeah, jumping light pillar grinds my gears. It's a good button to throw out though. Like it's for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think that's really it. Is that it's so kind of, I think, antithetical to the rest of Atlas's kit.
Yeah.
It's the only air special that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool that he didn't have any air specials, kind of like Odon.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have really good jumping buttons, but not the best air specials, or none in that regard. But yeah, now he has one. It's kind of like Arctina with the uppercut. It's like they have it.
Yeah.
Do they need it? No, but
No.
do they have it? Absolutely.
Yes.
So there you go.
No, but I found that it meant that, like, it gives me one other thing to do when I'm jumping, because otherwise, you're like, look, Atlas is going to jump heavy kick. Maybe jump heavy punch. You saw me jump back heavy punch because it has some more horizontal range.
Yeah, and you can reset with it too.
Yeah. But, like, outside of that, you're like, so it's like having that.
Oh,
where I'm like,
there we go. The jump back. And you get the armor too. I love it.
So, like, that alone, I think, really changes the dynamic of how Atlas ends up playing. And it means that, yeah, it gives him way more opportunity to get in and beat out some of this kind of oppressive Arctina stuff.
Roll into low. Goes for the 300 damage super.
I love it. That is the one thing I truly worked on before ComboBreaker was I need pillar super combos. And I found a couple reliable ones.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy for Atlas to get to 2-bar. So
yeah. Well, exactly. When I got home from ComboBreaker, I did a 4-bar combo, doing the level 2 super twice, and I was like, damn, you actually can just do that. That's
you can.
All right.
Yes,
I think it's
that's
doing
right.
30 damage at the end of the day, but still.
Oh yeah. So saying they realized they just needed to stay grounded more, and that is absolutely it, right?
Yep.
Me being in the air oftentimes makes people want to jump into the air to challenge me. So like,
but heavy kick,
right?
Don't he's got Cyclops' jumping heavy kick,
so
he's gonna hit you. Which I do think is funny that the character who's like quote unquote based on Cyclops doesn't have Cyclops' normals at all. But
so funny.
Yeah, I mean, she's got beams, is what I tell people.
Yeah,
she's not really Cyclops. She just has beams. There you go. Universal overhead gets the hit. I love that combo out of Sylv with the uppercut.
Okay, so yeah, so I put up the pillar to kind of put her in the box.
Yeah. Jumps back. He gets the grab into the corner though.
Right.
Pressure with the jumping heavy kick.
Yep. Into splash.
Oh, there you go. It looked like you armored through it in the air and got the explosion. There you go. We got this like little standing combo.
Ah, see, yeah, I did it too early.
Yep. Sylvie's able to jump around a little bit. Oh, and there you go. This is the second game, though, right? Not the first.
Yes. Yeah, Sylv took the first game.
Yeah, okay. Here goes. Round start sweep. He's got a lot of good options round start, honestly. The characters start so close that you can just do whatever you want.
Right? So, yeah.
I wonder if that was ever a consideration on Matt's part, like...
I do, yeah.
Making sure that they could get hits off round start. Because it's absolutely what you can do.
Yeah. You see, I got the armor there, but wasn't able to capitalize off it. But that's kind of like, that is exactly the situation that I've been trying to set up, right? Get enough of the bar absorption, of the beam absorption, that I can get armor and kind of win out in those scrambles.
Ooh, wake up super, gets the heal, goes for the explosion.
I get slammed down in the corner, though.
Oh, blocks the ice. Oh, gets hit from behind. You hate to see it. No, the icicle doesn't work in the corner. Interesting. Ooh, EX puddle finally getting some use. And the chip damage. Now you get to roll out and hit before you get hit from behind. Those back turn combos are devious.
They are. You were so straight. Oh, Sylv, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to be straight. I was like, I was into it. Don't get me wrong. I was like, I was fighting for my life, right? But yeah, but I had such a good time. Like, that. This is why I enjoy competitive fighting games. It's like, honestly, it's matches like this.
Yeah, I mean, Sylv, you took it the most seriously, and you did really well. A good turnout. It was funny though that you were like, are you stressed about running the tournament? I'm like, no. No, I think I'd be, we did just fine. But yeah, it was funny. Sometimes it works in your favor though, right? Like sometimes it means that you really are at your top game.
Yeah, and you do fucking shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was totally, my brain was like, oh no, they're going into super to kill me. And then no, you pop cancel and reset.
It's dirty.
Yep, take it, armor, get the throw, get the beam set up, and then puddle pressure. Oh, just missing those cross-up jump heavy kicks.
You got a lot of meter, though. So you spend it. It gets hit by the instant overhead and the follow-up. Oh, no, you can't follow up mid-screen. Good to know. There we go. You can follow up off of that, though. That was really sweet. I like the grab setups.
Thank you.
Here you go, corner combo. Gets the drop. Reset either way. Hey, the 3 bars.
Spend
just
it
to
all.
do 200 damage.
I was like, I do not want to give Sylv another chance.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. So right now, is it 1-0 or 1-1?
It's 1-1, so this is match point.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I think so.
Yeah, I believe you.
I'm just watching the match, not the scores, apparently.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I do really like this stage. I think this is one of my more favorite ones. Reminds me of like a Mario Kart stage. Like kind of just like an aesthetic. Simple. It's a place I wouldn't mind being. You know?
Oh, sorry. I gotta rewind this for a quick second.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
This is so silly. So this combo is happening while I'm in the beam, or while she's in the beam. And if she's in the beam for long enough, I get armor. And so apparently I get the armor even if I'm being comboed, which can force a drop.
Yep. Yeah, it's like Mortal Kombat 11 Breakaway or Injustice 1 Aquaman trait. Yeah, you fall out of the combo. It's dope.
It's super cool. I think it's just the first time I've ever actually encountered that, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's hilarious.
Yeah. There you go.
I love that so much. Yeah, it's the only burst in the game, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Sylv dropping me here with the overhead. I just sit there trying to crouch block, and like we were talking about that earlier. That's right. Your best bet is to wait and try to block the 26 frame overhead.
Yeah.
I am 30 or 40 years old, and I cannot block a 26
I don't
frame
have time
overhead.
for that. Yeah. I think it's 23, but yeah, it's the 3. It doesn't matter too much.
Right.
All right, we got Joe P. Real and Mad Dog. Fraud Crew CH Mad Dog. This is Losers Round 3. Another very familiar, maybe not matchup, but characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've seen some themes. For
Yeah,
Edmund's
yeah.
Character selection.
For sure. I am so surprised by the amount of GG, but outside of that, everyone else is pretty, self-explanatory. These players, I don't know if they've ever, well, I'm pretty sure they have played before, but I don't know if they've played very often, although they are like, as close as you get. They are sparring partners.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I like this stage because of the references and all that stuff, and I like the background, but I don't like the big sign in the middle. I feel like I wouldn't want a big neon sign in the middle of a pond or a lake or a, pool, even.
Fair enough.
It seems like if you're an electrical company, that seems inappropriate.
I feel like it's one of those, like, city signs, right? Like, we have the giant Toronto sign.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from it. And that would be put in,
Okay.
like, a pond somewhere.
You're right, it would be, yeah. I was just thinking, like, if you're going to build a big sign, I wouldn't put it in water. But, hey. Either way. The Mercer guys in the background, which is actually John Handgun, or in this case, John whatever. Franz Speargun, yeah. Is actually voiced by CH Mad Dog.
Hey.
Playing GP right now, so there you go. And honestly, one of the best things about this crew, Fraud Crew by extension, is that they like movies almost as much as they like games. So
Yeah.
sometimes they'll have like a fist fight in the movie thing. Sometimes it'll just be talking about old movies. It's a good time.
I mean, that's where I first discovered them doing fist fight in the movie with Street Fighter the movie.
Yeah, exactly. And that is a perfect combination, to be honest.
Oh, for sure.
All right, Joe's going to get it for the jump in. Statue up. Still gets hit.
Super. Starting to
Yeah, I
channel
mean,
a little bit
the
of
Super's
that,
got 10 hits, so.
Oh, and we got the short hop coming out from GG from
Yeah.
Mad Dog now too.
I love to see that. That's one of my favorite moves in the game. Hey, there we go. Jab confirm into super. I'm wondering if some of these are just like frame kill jabs on, on Oki or not, but either way, it's a good idea. Just like threatening something, even if you know it's not going to hit.
Yeah.
Puts it in your opponent's head. Ooh, reset. Gets hit, though. Oh, that was weird.
Oh, the beam went through. Yeah.
The beam only hit
Once.
one hit.
And then the rest of the hits went through across.
It blocked. Yeah, that didn't look great. What's the timestamp?
It is 1:52:20.
Okay. Thank you.
Heaven or shell. Lap 1. Dive in.
Good job there. Mad Dog not dealing with the the lasers. Oh, sorry, the stones by using the lasers. Nice uppercut going in on Odon here in the corner. Oh, still close enough to use it.
Oh, there we go. Jumping heavy punch. It's got a lot of hits done. Ooh, the statue just... Oh, look at that! The 3 moves that they block. Oh, and I think that's just heavy punch. Beating out the laser beam.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing that players may not immediately realize is that universal overheads act like normals.
Yes.
Right? Like, you can special
cancel out of them,
so.
yeah.
That's something that I'm looking forward to seeing in Merfight 2, is whether that changes.
We go, short hop, button,
Hey, there we
kick.
go.
Love
there
it.
we go. Little combo. What is it from Clay Fighter? Itty bitty combo.
Combo, yes.
That's another thing I wish this game had, was voice lines for specific combo numbers. But I'm a monster, so. Or a Marvel head, right? Like, there are certain things that they might not be important, but they send signals to players.
They do. Yeah.
You know?
Oh, come on. Shelltastic could be one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your fish is fried.
Oh.
Another shrimp on the Barbie. Literally, it just they make them themselves. Yeah. My favorite is obviously fish blamed the aquatic or whatever.
Yes.
All right, blocks, or I guess not even blocks, so it's like avoids the uppercut. Gets punished for the universal overhead there.
My lord, there was a lot happening in that last 10 or 15 seconds. There was
Yeah,
some
yeah,
wild
absolutely.
swings and exchanges.
Yep. All right. Ooh, the 3-hit
Oh!
crouching jab. And lasers. And
Trying
lasers
to-
again.
Yeah, trying to finish this off with some laser pokes.
Yeah, all right. Oh, there it is. The jumping heavy punch.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah,
a first game, or is that...
Yeah.
Okay, that was.
Yeah, Joe seems
Wow.
to like going in hard after a boulder with the jump heavy punch there.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I love the water effects in this game, though. Really reminds me of, like, those older stylized games. Feel like it wasn't about fidelity as much as style.
Dashing in, but gets hit by the reversal.
Ooh,
Oh!
reversal. A blocks reversal gets kind of a weak punish, but that's all right. Sometimes a non-bow is better because it's not scaled.
True.
If your opponent doesn't block, you just get a nice unskilled combo. He tries to go for the 3rd jab, but gets punished. I love the dash universal overhead there.
Yeah, using that pop cancel momentum.
Yeah, it looks like EX Beam doesn't go through statue properly.
That's weird.
Yeah. No one plays GG, so whatever. Except for now.
Right?
There are
Now
like 4
everyone's
new
gonna
GG
play her.
players. Yeah, against Odon. There you go. Secret matchup. Tech. Until it's patched.
Lap 2. Dive in.
Jumping light kick. I love this combo out of Odon.
Love it.
Jab, uppercut, jab, uppercut. It's like, yes. There you go.
Hey,
EX
catches-
punch,
oh,
but it
not all the way,
drops. No, we're not Herald combination. We don't get to just always work. EX a laser. We got statue. 2 fireballs coming out. Ooh, but the
Not bad.
uncharged EX punch gets punished. Jab, jab. Ooh, universal overhead gets the hit. If these were converted into dive kick or uppercut, that would be a free combo. But EX dive kick right there. And that actually did link. That was a great link into knee. All right.
Hold on, winning that trade. Oh,
Ooh,
just
the
out of range
push
for that
block
first hit.
twice. Gets hit eventually, though. It's 2 pop gems to get hit in the face. It's a tough,
tough.
tough fight. All right, it's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, the GG gang
Oh.
stonks are rising. You know
Was
it.
it 1-1 or was it...
Oh, no, it must
Mad
have
Dog.
already been...
Let me check the bracket. Yeah, my bad. Because Mad Dog won that. I I don't remember. All right, let's see. Yeah, Mad Dog wins 2-1.
All right.
Yeah, because you end up going to play Mad Dog later on.
Yeah.
GG Gang stonks. It's true. It's true. GG has definitely got the good stonks.
Got some love, for sure.
Yeah. Even after I've abandoned her publicly, but either way.
The waves of fate are crashing.
Dicobros versus Griffy Bones.
Dive in.
I don't think we've seen this matchup yet, but it honestly seems kind of tough for Nako.
Yep. I don't know how his poison balls are going to fare against lasers.
Yeah. Thankfully, both of them have a pretty strong uppercut. There you go. GG gets the punish. And the combo. Dicobros has been switching it up.
Every
blocks.
round, Dicobros learns something important and valuable.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, I totally agree. There you go. You got the 8-on combo. Or pull 'em. I don't know. Pill 'em. One of them has the little flip move.
Catching the jump.
Lasers.
Oh, poison still came out on that trade. Interesting.
Hey, there we go. Is that a chip? No, just a regular hit.
Lap 2. Dive in.
Nice.
Jumps over the EX Fireball. Wow. I feel like that should be a punish challenge. That was well executed there. All right, we get the normal grab into the... Ooh, pop.
Ooh, be like, okay, maybe I don't need to use bar. Can I pop into ground with the button?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, still safe from the EX Fireball. Griffy gets grabbed by Dicobros.
Oh.
Whoa, that looked like a restand.
It looked like a restand.
What?
I think it might.
Right,
I
I'll
think
look
that
at
it
that
might
later.
just have been not actually a combo.
Maybe, yeah.
And it
Like
hit
4
as they
hits
stood.
and then it drops. Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It'd be 2 off of the.
It's just so strange.
That is strange.
I'll come back and look at this match in more detail some other time. But yeah, wow. All right.
Go. That Dicobro's comfortable in the health lead as well as the meter lead.
Mm-hmm.
Willing to spend bar, knowing when to spend it. That is something, it's funny, man. I was saying that, where I'm like, look, I've been playing fighting games competitively in some capacity for like 20 years, and
Lap 1.
people still need to tell me to spend my meter. Like,
Yeah.
that's a
Yep.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. Well, unless you go into the game plan, like Morrigan, I'm gonna instantly install once I get enough meter. Like,
True.
it's tough to really know when to use it, right? Especially in this game where there is no like win button super, really.
Yeah.
You know. Whereas in some games there is a super that's like just objectively better, and you want to use it in most cases. Which, you know, a lot of moves do the same damage in this game, but they do have wildly different utilities. So.
Yeah.
Unless you're Atlas and you get to do twice as much damage as everybody else.
Just for, you know, reasons.
While he spends twice as much meter. But yeah. Ooh, punishing the reversal with the fireball. And blocks, but the laser, yeah, see, laser's just gonna get poison off of them real quick.
Yeah.
There you go, look at that combo. Love to see it still works.
Very good.
There's the kill.
Takes the kill. Yeah, you saw like Dicobros lose their rhythm a bit halfway through that match, and then Griffy was just able to get like button, poison, button combo.
Run out of sweep. Ooh, the pop was just a little bit late. And Dicobros not spending their meter either. Let's see if they do it here. Yeah, there you go. That's in their muscle memory. Able to block the Rekka after the whip fireball. Here you go. Gets the wipeout due to, I think, repetition. Ooh, gets the sweep on wake up. Surprised that worked. Oh, goes for the punish. Doesn't get it. Dicobros blocks and gets the hell out of there. Wow.
Yes.
See, these are two good players who don't play this game enough, but they
Yep.
show that they can play fighting games really, really, really well.
Oh, Oh yeah, the hang time from the drop kick not quite enough to get over the lasers.
Yeah. Ooh, EX laser though goes away real quick if it doesn't get a purchase. Yeah, see?
Ooh.
Oh, it hit from behind! Those hit spheres.
Yes.
Oh, and the laser. It's gonna be match point to Cobras. But yeah, you're putting me to sleep. Like, they're all just jerks. They're all just jerks to each other. Nobody's like, you did a good fight.
Yeah.
You did good
It
fight.
was honorable. No.
Nice punch. No, it's like, you're a bitch. Also,
Get fucked.
I hate you. I didn't have my coffee this morning. It's like, okay, Jesus. Yo, that's a restand!
It is!
That is a restand! Oh, okay, we're investigating that.
Yup.
We're investigating that.
I'm sorry,
All right.
Daikobro's unintentionally discovering a restand day one.
Restand in a game that doesn't want restands? Oh.
Matt's gonna be mad.
Yeah, Matt's gonna be, he's gonna call Dad. Oh, we get the no punish on the sweep, but then we get the Rekka follow-up gets the punish. Alright, Daikobros backing up, but gets hit by Griffey, goes to the reset, no follow-up. Reversal into laser beam, EX fireball. I haven't seen an 8-8 pop cancel. That's the issue, I think.
You're right, and they both had
You
it.
know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's another thing that would have helped me a lot in the Daikobros matchup.
Yeah, no, finding those little gaps and being able to 8-8 pop just through them is, that is a very important skill in this game. I think it's...
Absolutely. There you go, Mr. MKL versus Mad Dog.
Alrighty. Into the library.
I suspect we're going to see a lot of jumping beam and a lot of... out of both players, honestly. Jump back beam, yep. I think Mad Dog might have absorbed a little bit of the what was going on in terms of Daikobros lasering people to death.
I think so.
Because, I mean, laser's good, but yeah, there you go. It's punishable at that range. But if you're just not at that range, it doesn't matter too much. There you go. Jumping heavy kick does do a pretty good job of beating it out, though. Gets the grab, and their combo is jumping jab, I believe. Ooh, gets the combo and the follow-up EX pillar or puddle.
Puddle, that is like one of the 2 uses for EX puddle that I've...
Right? Yeah, dude. Ugh. Atlas's supers. I think they're all wanting except for the EX uppercut and obviously the explosion. But yeah, the drill I think doesn't do... I would expect it to do more chip damage than usual, but in this game that's just not how chip damage works.
No.
So.
Alright, managed to pop the roll through there to get a punish.
Here we go. We get this cool combo.
Jump back pillar.
Jump back. Oh, double pop. Get out of here, Mad Dog
no, they
says.
rolled out of it. They did not want to be in there.
I'm not playing this game. Or pokes with the short. I love to see it. Fireball. Ooh, just a grab. Push block into popping the pillar. Oh, I wonder if you can do that on defense. Like push someone back into your pillar and explode it, and it's super ambiguous.
Ooh.
I wonder if you can do that.
A good question.
Either way, Mr. MKL takes the first game. Because that's what I liked about Injustice. Injustice 1 was playing Lex Luthor throwing the mine out and then push blocking people into it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Oh, yeah, I love that combo. Didn't get to follow up. Either way.
Yeah, it's hard to catch with the light splash. I could probably do heavy, but
yeah.
I don't know. I found it's
a different move, basically.
It's a different move. It sets them up in a different position.
Yeah. I do wish fireballs were a little bit easier to juggle with in this game. Like in KOF, they can just be like a filler in your combo without suffering too much.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, get them grounded this time though. So get my splash into pillar explosion.
Oh, I love it. No wipeout, but that's just how Atlas is unless you get a grab.
Yeah.
Or do the wall bounce twice. There you go. What's this going to be? It's going to be kill. Match point, Mr. MKL. Against Chuck. Mad Dog.
Mr. MK Yell in the background, just trying to do some homework.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just studying, guys. I'm reading the Mizumi wiki that I printed out and bound. You would, though. You would have a leather-bound Mizumi wiki.
I fucking would.
Oh, goes for the pop. Into nothing, but we gets the cross up. Mad Dog's like, this game is... I'm not blocking, I guess. I don't like this. Okay. They get some advantage, and then Mr. MKL takes it away, unfortunately. That's going to be 2-0. All right. Now it's myself versus Dicobros. Losers round 4.
Mm.
You know, we're all winners
Pass or
in our
skip.
hearts.
Lap 1. Dive in.
All right. And I think this is the matchup where I learned the right choice, mostly because unless I'm just 8-8 pop canceling all day long, they can, with successful blocking, kind of just keep me out. And that's my job. I'm supposed to keep you out.
Yeah, right?
What the hell? So,
Did not agree to this arrangement.
yeah, exactly. We showed up wearing the same dress. I don't like that.
Oh,
Ooh, I tried to pop to be safe like a little Marvel player and didn't help me.
Nope.
Nope, and there we go. I just get burnt. That's another thing. Dicobros is very strategically using the EX beam over any of the other supers. And as a GG player, I think that's just a great idea. The
Yeah.
punch super does less damage, and the other ones are not as reliable. Now, if you want to do a combo, obviously the punch super gets a follow-up. But
For sure.
if you're just doing this,
Yep.
that's all you need.
Right?
And right,
this is
I
it.
could have spent my pop, but whatever.
Yeah, getting the stray hits is so important because
Hmm.
yeah, you're not concerned about scaling, especially in this kind of like experience level for them, right?
Exactly. Like every regular beam plus a EX beam is 200 life out of 1,000, right?
Right.
So it's a pretty big chunk. You just have to do it 5 times. And there you go. Popping away from the EX sweep is, or the EX sweep, the punishable sweep is a good idea, just to make sure I can't like mess with it. Okay, there we go. I tried, but oh, that looked like the short went right through me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That looked like a little bit of cheese, but it didn't help me at all. So there you go. It's funny too because I've played this matchup a lot. Maybe not against GG in particular, but like I know what GG is supposed to do in this matchup, and I still just get rocked.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
shout outs to
fundamentally
Dicobros.
good.
Yeah. Shout outs to Dicobros.
Or shell.
I basically had to beg them to join, and then they beat me. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really, really great. Not only to meet them, but see them play this game, especially.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep, short. Which, if I was Matt, I'd get rid of that, but that's just me. I think get rid of chainable shorts unless it's like a key part of the character design, and make their other normals better. Because one short is enough to confirm. I don't need that many shorts. And I think short is a silly looking combo. But whatever.
Fair.
It's just me. Oh, okay, I fucked that up, but either way. Actually, I almost think the hit counter messed up in the last combo, but once again, I'll have to look back at this. It's so weird.
The funky GG interactions have been real.
Yeah, not enough people play her. Especially not local versus. Oh, see, I got the messed up not full pop.
Oh, God, do those supers have the same durability?
They do, yeah, they have 10 hits each, yeah.
Oh, I thought Beam beat it out.
Nope. And it's not going to beat Statue either, apparently. No, Beam does 10 hits. A lot of supers do 10 hits if they do multiple hits. I think it's just enough to beat Rose, like 10 hit armor thing,
Okay.
but it's not fast enough. Like
Oh,
the hits
okay.
don't actually hit quick enough. So
Okay.
yeah, I tested that. I think there's a couple characters who can do it. Like
Nice.
Atlas can do it with his dagger punch.
Okay.
If those hit quick enough. It might be the hit stop. I don't know exactly why not, but yeah. Some moves beat Rose armor, and some moves
And
don't,
others
even
don't.
though they have the same number of hits. Yeah. I love this
Up,
little combo. That's the
upper,
Mibidor
upper. Yeah.
tech.
So
Yeah. Ooh, the fireball's real close, and there you go. Yeah. EX beam is pretty solid.
It
Yeah, she's
really
just got big
is.
oranges,
Dude.
which, she's like, check out my melons. It's like, all right, lady, all right, we got you.
We got it. We got it.
We understand. All right, Mr. MKL versus Dicobros. Losers round 5 are coming out on the wire.
Yeah, and this is, I hadn't seen much of Dicobros play during this tournament, but I did catch a little bit of it and was like, knowing what I know about them just as a player generally, and I was, and then I'm like, and then you beat Mohast? And I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. I was disappointed in myself, but very proud of what Dicobros was able to do with their Day Zero GG. I love this combo.
I think I was a little concerned about letting them set up a defensive game plan.
Yeah, just running in. You're just jumping in and uppercutting. I appreciate the hell out of that. Here we go. Get the combo. And I love that vacuums in.
I know.
Nice.
It's funny. In a game where, like, honestly, a lot of the supers in Merfight, I feel, do not vacuum. So when I see something like that, I'm just like, oh, yeah. I know I'm getting it.
It only a couple do, and it's only because of certain scenarios where people are like, this is dumb. Why can't this combo? So it's a good solution, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, that punish. Oh, a reset as well. Canadian or otherwise.
We'll never know.
Oh, it gets hit. Oh, but it wasn't. I think if you did the other uppercut, it would have hit because it's at a slightly deeper angle. But damn. All right, yeah, going for these this pressure off of Puddle. There are a few moves in this game that are just straight up plus on block, but if you have access to them and can do them in neutral, it's really handy.
Yeah.
To set up some kind of game plan against your opponent.
Yeah. Oh, and like, I don't even mind if most of that doesn't actually connect into a combo. I'm still in control, and then when I do get the solid hit, you're already down 20-30%.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, jumping heavy kick. Gets jabbed out. So that's actually one of her only plus on block moves. Or it's +2, I believe. It's a short. Standing short. But yeah. That and her standing heavy punch are both +2 on block.
Yeah.
They're also mad stubby. You're not hitting on block most of the time. But yeah.
I got more bar. Do I? Oh.
Of the uppercut goes into the explosion for the kill. That's
they didn't
mean.
know.
Yeah, that's knowledge check right there.
Yeah.
It is funny just how like gaming communities treat knowledge checks and stuff like that. Like in the Warhammer community, it's not a thing. It's actually kind of antithetical to how you play.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's very open book, and that's like a big part of the game.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that some other time, but it is an interesting concept. The knowledge checks are like guaranteed part of fighting games 100%.
Oh,
Maybe your opponent will tell you after the match, but otherwise.
That's usually what I do. Silent until after the match is done.
Well, yeah, I almost feel like it's BM to be like, here's how you beat that mid-match, because, man, I'm not going to be able to do it mid-match. Why are you telling me? Oh, I just realized the stools are upside down for the table legs.
Well, that's adorable.
Because they're like those stools, or are they? I don't even know what they are, and they're like separating the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
I assume they're stools.
I tried to be cheeky again with.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
and Dicobros was like, "Nah, I'm not having this.
No,
I'm shutting that shit down.
None of that. All right, blocks the EX fireball though. That's good. And they're just sitting back, like, I'll take this meter. Let's go. I love to see that combo. Looks cool as hell. Blocks the +2. They roll into it though. rolled into your +2 situation.
But look at that. It's just winning out, hitting lasers.
Pressing the right buttons. That
Yeah.
is. Oh! We need more of that. Uppercut, down pop.
Mm-hmm.
Instant overhead.
That is dirty. That is sick nasty,
Yes.
and I want to see more of it. You're right.
I know. I know maybe Idor used to do that a fair amount.
Yes.
Maybe Codarius as well, but we haven't seen a lot of them for a while. All right, +2 bubble, and you get the poke, frame trap, and that's the kill.
I know that is what's really good. If you're close enough with the puddle, you can combo off of it, and on block you get stupid pressure. Tick into tick throw, whatever. And if you're too far, your stand heavy is like the perfect frame trap.
Okay, Black Atlas versus Sylvia Horse, semifinals. It's gonna be first to 3 for the rest of the games, I believe. Alrighty, let's see what happens. We have another Odon versus Arctina match. I mean, I think they're arguably top 2.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair.
I think just in terms of the tools they have access to, right? Like the amount they've been explored. Ooh, goes with the frame trap. Black Atlas still blocks. Dashes in. And if you're curious how like brands making new players who are a little bit inebriated play, we did also record a money match between 2 players, one of which is from my local scene, who I didn't recognize. So, yeah, go check that out on YouTube.
That was fun. It's always see a couple people vibing and be like, no, we got a money match in a game that we don't actually play.
Right.
Delightful.
Impromptu mystery tournament. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Sylvie goes for the mid-screen conversion. Goes for the frame trap as well. Interesting. Oh, but the uppercut afterwards, you can't punish that move.
Just do it.
You're just not allowed to punish it.
No. You can pop roll, doesn't matter.
Yep.
I do love that too. Off of the uppercut, the Arctina air pop in jab reset is so cool.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh, the disparate hit, but it drops, gets punished.
Oh,
ooh, once again, though.
I guess late on the super cancel.
Yeah. And they did not wait for Odon to hit from behind. I respect that. All right, Sylvie's going to take the first game. Odon definitely does a lot of wiggling. I don't think I ever realized.
I mean, honestly, it just makes me appreciate Matt's art and character designs even more.
Yeah, no, me too. All right, gets the poke. Held combination and does everything and your taxes. Ooh. Universal overhead from the other side, though. I actually saw that live and did not know what was going on.
Yeah, right? There we go. Command grab or hit grab. And follow up.
One thing I mentioned to Black Atlas later on, but he wasn't using cancel out of lightning legs very often.
Yeah.
I find that's like a very good tool, especially when it's blocked. Speaking of blocked, oh wow, there you go. Gets the uppercut reversal too. Just like get out of here. That's the one move that he has that isn't charged. So sitting behind statue.
Marble.
Yep. Me and my marble. All right. Silver Horse is gonna take another round.
Yeah, no, but in the situation that Black Atlas was in, that's not that wasn't a viable way to get through that round.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're gonna get the pickup off the grab. Silly horse.
Hit. Oh,
Very impressive
God.
combos as always. Arctina does a little bit less damage on average than most characters, but it really doesn't matter. Like, it's just not relevant.
No.
Oh, punishes with the hit grab super.
Gets a hard knockdown. Pillar.
Yep, sets
like
up with the
icicle
ice.
Setup. Yep.
Gets the punish. Ooh, evasion. Sometimes offense is your best defense. Just come down with a button.
Right.
After you've avoided something. There we go. Herald combo for the kill, I assume.
Yep.
Yep. Spin cycle. Oh, what was
like
the
that.
band who has that song? Oh Christ! It's not Culture Club. It's the other band.
Oh, but you spin me right round.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They beefed with Culture Club, but I don't remember their name now. Oh well. All right, my jokes don't land just like some of these combos, but either way.
No, it does. Now I'm like, damn, what is the name of that band?
Yeah, right. I know it. All right, we get the standing lows are blocked. It's like both of these characters have standing lows. Look at that
Holy
combo!
Shit, what is this?
I don't know, but that was cool.
I was gonna say we need to take a moment to appreciate Artina's like cross under combos here. They're so good.
Yep. That looked like a trade combo too. Almost looked like she traded with him and then was able to follow up after it. But yeah. Maybe lightning legs is the move that you can do that with. That'd be sweet. I'll have to practice that. Oh, tries for the pickup. Doesn't get it, though. Sweep. Doesn't matter. Look at that pressure, though.
Yeah, button, 8-8 pop into 2 hitting overhead into hit grab. Come on.
Yeah, it's like
She's
more
built for
pressure
that
than the Ocean Gate sub. All right, we get the kill from Sylvie Horse.
Match
It's
point.
what? Yeah, I was going to say 2 up, I believe. Jumping heavy punch doesn't get the follow-up. I don't know if you can, but I think they said you can in certain situations. So I'm going to believe them, not me. Ooh, just run up crouching heavy kick. I love to see it.
Oh, overhead into combo.
That's my favorite Sylvie combo. Like,
Yeah.
dropping onto the icicle and picking up afterwards is so cool. 20 hits. There we go.
Yeah,
Oh, gets the
low
drop.
mid-screen, pushes them to the corner now.
Look at this pressure, though. It's like every one of these mid-screen situations is a 50-50, like,
Yeah.
basically, if
Yeah.
not more. Like, you get put in the vortex mid-screen with her. And
It is-
Odon's like, no, I don't want to get put in the vortex.
I do not want that to happen to me, please.
All right, yeah. Sylvie's going to take it. Now it's Mr. MKL versus Black Atlas. Losers finals.
Oh, they
That's
have to be
another
lower
thing.
to the ground to hit them. Okay.
I think random select should always be selected by default for stages.
Yes,
But that's
I
just
agree with that.
You shouldn't have to go to find random select, because otherwise you're always going to be stuck on one stage every time you fight a versus match.
I do love, man. I just jump in with Atlas with one of the best jumping kicks in the game. Fucking the sweep into the overhead or sweep special.
Yep.
It's just,
It's really good.
He's really good. Like, Atlas is really good, guys.
Yeah, you can punish him. There are ways to punish him, but like he's just strong
Yeah.
as a baseline character. Oh, not waking up, but you don't have to. You go in for the jump in instead. Way better punish, honestly. Yeah, look at that damage.
Yeah. Take my bar.
And go home. There you go. Oh, gets the pop into the grab.
Right?
No
But that's
uppercut
it.
from Atlas.
Imagine if I could.
Oh, never mind. He did uppercut, and it
He
fell
did.
into the fireball.
Yep. That's the other good thing. That's what I'd like to explore more with Atlas right now. Is actually fireball Oki, because you can put a fireball behind them and then sandwich them, and that's actually I think can potentially be a really strong situation.
Yeah, exactly.
But here they come, Black Atlas, hitting me with the lightning legs.
Yep.
Trying to
Goes
pop
for a
cancel
pop.
combo.
But he gets the reverse crossover.
Look at this. I'm at like 30% life left.
Yep. And then there goes, standing low. Oh, gets the hit. Are you gonna pop out? Yeah.
Yeah,
There
but
it
I'm
is.
a little too. I did the neutral jump, so I was farther away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whiffed the combo. Ooh, the rush punch almost gets in. Jumping heavy, +2,
Right.
fireball.
How much bar am I willing to spend now?
Right? Yeah, you could just full heal if Black Atlas lets you. Oh, the names are reversed too, aren't they? I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, they are.
Whoops.
So I mean, I know who I am.
Yeah, we all know. We all know who's who. All right, nice.
Right. I was like, damn, I forgot. Can't do that. I tried to just
Right.
throw into super, but no such luck.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got a deep jump in. Oh, whoa! What was that?
That
What
was
suctioned
kinda
him
weird.
towards you? Yeah, that was interesting. Almost looked like they dashed up and blocked. Or one of your moves made them move forward. Oh yeah, the
Hit from behind.
the hit from behind is the classic. I love to see it.
Who doesn't love hit spheres?
Yeah. I think later on Black Atlas had a match against Sylvie that was like that. They got a whole combo from back turn. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. Here we go. We get the EX
Yeah.
Lightning Legs.
I will say, at this point, I was kind of legitimately terrified.
Yeah, yeah, and tired too. It was like midnight at
It
this
was like
point.
midnight at this point, yeah.
Yeah, we went from 10 to like 1 in the morning-ish. But it was a good time. It was really fun.
Oh, it was totally worth it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. And we had a big like intermission between losers finals and grand finals that we had that money match. So yeah, it was a good distraction as well. All right. Name's still on the wrong side, but it's all right. We got grab out of Mr. MKL.
Yeah, that's only thanks to the armor there.
Ditto out of Mr. Black Atlas.
Bro, pillar. Oh, get hit with the uppercut when I try to sweep
Yep.
in.
It's
I don't
a
want
good
to mess.
move.
I don't want to mess with that. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, just don't, honestly. All right, gets hit with the uppercut. End of the combo. Is the armor going to drop through, though? Yeah, there it is. Armor drop.
Yep. I know. The fact that twice in this tournament, and I've, like, never seen that before.
Yep. Yeah, no, I it's a funny little interaction for sure. Goes for the reset into EX uppercut, however.
Yeah, I got no
I
bar,
saw you,
but...
you nailed that a ton this match, so.
Well, Black Atlas really likes their pressure. So I was like, you're gonna go in. Unfortunately, when I hit that, it is oftentimes I don't have any other bars, so I can't follow up.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. Ooh, jump back, heavy kick. Ooh, walk up, grab, stay in the icicle. That's another thing I want to see. I want to see brinesicles come into this game in some way, because that's like the coolest shit.
Hell yeah.
I was like, what?
Oh,
Roll out. Autobots, let's get going. That's the phrase. All right, jumps over with the light kick there. Goes for the EX Lightning Legs to confirm.
the upper, get your marble
Statues
out.
up, but you pop right after them. You're like, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
No setting up.
yeah. Throw him back into the
Hard
corner.
knockdown, yep. Oh, but wakes up with punches. For a boxer, they have a lot of kicks,
They
honestly.
really do.
Yeah. Oh, goes for the reset! And it does work in his favor, but only after you spend 2 bars.
Yeah.
Nice. See, that's the statue. That's what we need more of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a unique action that most like benefits a character in terms of making them as good as they are. I think
Yeah.
Bolt needs his install to be whatever,
like
but like
Bolt.
Odon without the statue is a big nerf, even though he doesn't need it as part of his kit. It just does so much. Oh, drops the combo after pop. Goes for the jump after the +2 on block. Gets the sweep into the wall bounce, into the ground bounce, using all the buttons. Oh, gets the grab for the kill. It's funny this says Atlas wins, because that's not right. I mean, it is, but it is. All right,
Yeah,
so
we beat kickboxing. That's right, JT.
Yep, and we're backing up. Both players backing up into their respective little unique action zones.
Mm-hmm. God, rolling right into the boulders.
Hey, best viewers on bot. Nice. Thank you, bots.
Thank you. Yeah, who caught them?
I don't know.
Oh, thank you. All right, I get jumped in on in the corner. A little too far away to do anything after those lightning legs.
Unfortunately, sweep into fireball does not connect, so
No.
it's like maybe an anti-roll tool. I don't know. EX lightning legs, gets the combo off, goes for the reset, gets the EX uppercut.
I had bar that time, but didn't spend it.
Popping out, gets the universal overhead. Yeah. Backs up from the uppercut. Ooh. The air beam. Yeah, exactly. Air beam is just dirty, man. Oh, gets the
that's
block.
funky.
However.
I don't know why
Lightning
that
legs. Yeah, it's just lightning legs has such small
hit stun.
hit stun, yeah.
Upper. Oh.
Ooh.
I am
love
lucky I
seeing
rolled
that
the other
shit.
way.
Yeah, and if that had been a jumping light kick instead of what I think was a jumping heavy kick.
Oh, bless armor.
Yes. I don't know what religion they worship here, but it definitely gives some tangible results. Here you go, fireballs.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, try to
fireballs
play it
keep
a
them
little bit
safe.
more.
Blocking the uppercut, goes for the punish, but gets hit by puddle. There's a legitimate use for puddle.
Yes, that
To hit
was
people
one
who
of
don't
the
expect
two.
you to use it.
Yep.
All right, goes for the pop. I love seeing the 8-8 pop cancel work out.
Yeah, it's funny, like Black Atlas, the fact that I resorted to that tells me that Black Atlas was doing something that, like, to me on the ground, where I wasn't able to walk in and get a grounded approach. So I very much was like, okay, I'll do 8-8, like, that I did it twice in such a short time span.
Yeah. Ooh, pop out, but you dash forward and they beat you with a jump back.
Jump in for the wipeout. Good
Yep,
stuff.
gets the
Very good
crossover. Ooh, the instant dash. Oh, gets the drop, though. Oh, the sweep into wall bounce. A classic. Setting up. Ooh, gets the hit. Oh, not too close or too far away. Excuse me for the jab.
They managed to duck the grab. They've done that a couple times.
Yeah. So I checked. It's not a thing against Odon and Atlas. Like I checked, but I don't. It might have just been a frame scenario. Like they're getting up, and part of their animation is they're crouching. But yeah, I don't know. I did check right after the tournament because I was like, that's crazy. That's happened way too many times to not be weird, and it probably is weird, but not by my testing.
Okay, yeah, get the jump like kick cross. One of the few good uses.
Mr. MKL going in with the jumping heavy kick.
There you go. That's actually decent. Fireball pressure there for wake up. Gives you a jump in.
Absolutely. Being close enough after puddle to do crouching heavy punch. It's really nice. Ooh, gets the 2-hit. Crosses up. Ooh, trade there on the uppercut. That's interesting.
Overhead, go right into super.
Yep. Like, I want to stay in the beam.
Yeah.
Ooh, gets the hit with the regular overhead.
Still says they think that Atlas was still in block stun there when I tried grabbing them.
Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
thing entirely.
Oh, so
But yeah, in the crowd, I was popping off. There we go. Gets the reset in the air.
Fending off the overhead, gets the lightning legs into super.
I wonder if you have time after a standing heavy punch to do like the command overhead or the command left, and they reset into it.
Oh, that's a good question.
We'll have to try that sometime. Jumping heavy kick. Ooh, rush punch gets the hit. Goes for a grab. Roll into uppercut is a classic. Okay, +2 on block. Backs up, however. Puddle is punishable. I don't think any of his supers are safe on block, so
No.
that may be some place that they could make EX Puddle actually worthwhile.
Yeah, because like punch super should probably be punishable. Same with explosion.
Yeah, uppercut makes sense. It could also just be safe because it pushes you back too. You know, I mean that
Yeah.
could be another way you make it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way
Make
to go
it
about it.
safer. Ooh, jumping in with the jumping light kick, going for the lightning leg combo. But yeah, so no wipeout. You know, it's tough to get this wipeout with characters that can just do whatever they want. I
True.
think you really need to go into a match knowing what your wipeout combo is. It's just hard to do off the fly.
Oh yeah, no, and it means that kind of like freestyling combos becomes very difficult if you need the hard knockdown.
Exactly, yeah.
But like you said, there's a couple of like shortcuts to wipeouts.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's about, okay, can I get to that?
Yep. You could just repeat the same move over and over, and you're gonna wipe out eventually. Like short is a combo, and that wipes out.
All right, Atlas going into the second super.
Here you go.
There,
See
they
the
get the wipeout.
double ground mounts, but jumping over you, not so safe.
Hard to do.
Now that I don't know about, but either way, it worked. Look
Ah.
at that combo. Somebody clip that. Oof. Here we go. Black Atlas is gonna take it back.
Oh, my heart.
What is it? 2-1?
2-2?
2-2. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
wondering
well,
if that
now
is.
that we're in the finals, I'm gonna get rid of the bracket. But
All right.
oh, hi, Cat. Thank you.
There we go. Putting some pressure down on their wake up now.
Yep. Sweep into wall bounce into the
Into,
patented combo.
unfortunately, the
Merfight.
wipeout's the perfect KO.
I love it. All right, sweep, full or half screen sweep into a wall bounce, 5-hit wipeout combo, tick
Right.
throw pressure. Ooh, there we go. Gets a reset. Oh, and the trade. There we get the puddle +2, but he gets the punish. And there we go. I'm wondering if this is for the hard knockdown.
Yeah. I think they've realized it now that if they have the bar, they
There we
can do
go.
that, and then they get the pop
Yep.
mix on wake up.
Yeah. And statue too, if they want to
Mhm.
break reversal. The one thing to
How's
keep
the
in mind
first?
against statue is I think backdash has 4 frames of grab involved. So if anybody statues you and go grab,
Mm.
backdash or grab, but you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost for the double jump. Yep, blocks the beam explosion.
Yep.
Black Atlas knows what's up. They're like, no. I don't want to deal with this.
Well, I guess it
Hey,
was 2-1.
there we go.
Oh, no. Reverse sides, my lord.
Yes, names are wrong. Sorry.
The names are messing with me.
Yep. One of them is Atlas, the other one is Black Atlas.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, into the upper, saving the bar.
I will say Black Atlas is true to his name. He does kind of hold up the fighting game events that he goes to, is my understanding.
Right.
He supports a lot of different events all across the provides equipment, stuff like that. So huge shout outs to Black Atlas and the crew.
Alright. Finally use that punch super just to get a little bit of extra damage. Jump back heavy kick works pretty well. Get the pillar up.
Jumping heavy, yep, goes in. Ooh, gets the grab. 3 hits. Hard knockdown setup. Here's the patented combo. Is it going to kill? There we go. Right into the vacuum. Genocide kata. All right. Grand finals between Sylvie Horse and Mr. MKL.
We're doing it.
And Sylvie Horse told me that this was the most stressed they'd been for a tournament in a long time, even though this is the only one that they entered this weekend that wasn't worth anything. But still, always appreciate the gusto, the enthusiasm, right? Like, it's great to see you guys come out and play.
Oh no, I had so much fun. There was some like amazing, like legitimate competition. I think sometimes folks think of these games like the indie games and the niche fighters, and they're like, what? It's like 12 people who don't know what's going on playing the game, right? And it's
yeah, exactly.
Nah, man. Like almost invariably, you're gonna have some of the best players of the game in the world in any of these given tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why it blew my mind when somebody said that somebody brought Merfight out at Texas Showdown, because I'm like, well, I don't know anybody in Texas really, so that's news to me.
Yo, that's fair, Sylv. Yeah, after going 0-2 in Waku Waku and Sonic the Fighters, you really wanted a W. I feel you on that.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Which we got to play the Fighters sometime. I love that game. It seems like such a crazy idea, but it works out.
Oh, I know. It's so weird, man. Fucking Alex Alchemy was bodying me in that for a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh, almost cuts the combo. All right. I don't know. I think that was a hard knockdown. Yeah. Yep. It's hard to tell because the word comes up so much quicker than the actual move finishes.
Oh, for sure. But no, it's a grab, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm Sylv not falling for it. I got to be more careful with my wake-up reversals.
So you say it's a grab, but Gamma has a command grab that they can pop out of, so...
Oh, fair, that's true.
Not all cause hard knockdowns. Yeah, Gamma's messed up, man. I'm surprised more people don't play them. Both players have full bar. Tina's gonna take it. First game. Goes to Sylvie Horse. Alright, game 2. Runs into the jumping heavy punch on. And the standing light low kick, or standing low light kick. There you go.
Oh, with punish my...
The punish, yeah.
Heavy.
And the vacuum effects on Herald means you're never going to drop it.
Yep. And that I believe was a punish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
On my uppercut.
Goes for the universal overhead. You hide the 23 frame startup in other stuff, you know? There we go. Herald combination for the kill. Spin cycle. Oh, I'm looking it up. What's the name of the band? Oh, Dead or Alive. Of course.
Oh, God.
There we go. Problem solved.
Jump heavy kick, hitting the pole.
Oh, whiffs the super. Unfortunately gets punished as well. was also really cool seeing like all the games that we got to play on these setups, like looking up and seeing 15 wins, 12 wins.
I know, eh?
Like, damn, that's awesome. I want to see a Merfight arcade setup. I think that'd be really cool.
Well, that would be. Yo, fantastic combo off the throw. Yeah, the
we
reset into
go,
the
yeah.
corner, into the pop mix.
Corner combo.
Yeah. I distinctly, I very, very vividly remember having an out-of-body experience during this match, and just being like, oh, I don't understand this game.
Yeah.
Watching
I
myself
feel
get
you.
my ass kicked by Sylv was a moment there.
Fighting Sylv can be very
Humbling.
yeah. Depends on the person what it evokes, but yeah, for sure.
You know what though? I think Sylv scared me off of doing pillars early in this match, and I have not gone back to them, and I should have.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Right? I think I saw them counter my plan and was like, instead of me adjusting to it, I just removed it.
Yeah, that can be tough. Goes for the grab, gets the combo.
The reset, and yeah.
Yep. Universal overhead. It's always 50-50. And this is going to be match point for Sully. Gets hit by the fireball. Ooh, sweeping a wall bounce. Goes for the patented combo.
And wipe out. Get our pillar up.
Fireball pressure. Gets the stomp. Trades. That means whatever she did came out 2 frames faster than you. Damn.
I was going to do it again. I was going to empty jump throw again.
Oh, gets the fireball and combos off of it into upper. Ooh,
I have all the bar in the world now. I should use it.
Yeah, exactly. Backdash into the Oki and gets the disparate wall bounce.
Oh,
Ooh.
so good.
Sylvie is really strong when it comes to counter pop canceling.
Mm-hmm.
They will get me with that so often. All right, Sylvie sets up with the icicle. Standing low is blocked, but the instant overhead as well as the catch. Not.
And reset.
Goes for the reset and the
not
universal
block it.
overhead.
I expected a low.
Yep. There you go. You block the low and you get... Ooh, you get a sweep, actually. Never mind. Get the 5-hitter. Sets up the pillar. Gets hit by the universal overhead, and that's going to be death.
Yeah. I think I was slow on setting up the pillar, so I ended up getting punished. Like, that should have been safe. Or I should have just backdashed first.
Yeah.
But, oh, man. Sylv, such amazing matches. Thank you.
Good
I appreciate
games.
Everyone.
Yeah,
really.
it was a ton of fun to watch, and honestly, it was a ton of fun to be there. Even observing everything. So,
Oh, absolutely.
really appreciate you showing up, Mr. MKL. I really appreciate everybody playing in the tournament, and thank you very much.
Yeah, no, thank you, Mohast, for spending the time. You when I discovered Merfight, you made the community extremely welcoming, and it made it very easy for me to kind of just like step in and be like, hey, we're all cool people, eh? Awesome. And I've really, really enjoyed my time in the Merfight community and met lovely people. So thank you for being my entryway into that, really. Thank you for supporting the tournament, man. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's for more local play, want to get more people out to play in person, but for those who can't, Merfight does have a really good online community and a pretty good netcode, which Matrified will apparently be working on at some point. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I heard that they might want to update their online implementation, so.
Yeah, that's a discussion as to whether it's a Merfight 1 or Merfight 2 scenario, but either way. I want to just shout out one more thing, which is tomorrow at 6:30. Let's see. We're going to be doing Sundays in Galactic Storm. So if you're free, come join us on Fightcade to play some Galactic Storm. A lot of fun.
Heck yeah. Yo, and big shout outs to Mad Dog for, for all our time, I had a great time with Mad Dog, Sylv, Joe P, all the folks
Mhm.
at ComboBreaker. But yo, big shout outs for like stepping into the game and being like, I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna figure this out, and you did a great showing. Yeah,
No doubt.
appreciate y'all, man. Play Merfight. Seriously. It is super dope. I hope that I know Mad Dog aren't Mad Dog, Joe P, and like you folks all in the same
Yeah, we're all
general
in the area.
area, right?
Yep.
I wanna see a little Merfight. Get me the pond locals, right?
We can
Um,
definitely do that. We could go play at Walden Pub.
Oh shit.
But
Look,
yeah.
I'm just brainstorming here.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get arrested for playing Merfight in the forest, but there you go. Either way.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna call it for today. Thank you for swinging by and checking out the Merfight tournament. I really appreciate it. There are gonna be some other
Absolutely.
folks doing streams of their own tournaments, like the Konsui Fighter guys. I don't know when that's happening. Go check them out though. Konsui Fighter on Blue Sky and all that stuff. I will be posting about it. I want to see all that stuff. Thank you for coming through, everyone. Thank you, Mohast, for joining me for some commentary. Do you want to tell people where they can find you?
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to find me on Blue Sky or on YouTube, you can follow us Gridlock, and you can also find my website at tommgoldrick.com. We're doing a little bit of updates over there. It's kind of a whatever, but it's just a blog, so you get what you paid for.
Matches the entry fee. All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sweet. Konsui Fighter folks are editing their tournament now, so look forward to that. Look forward to
Sweet.
more indie fighting game stuff from all of us here in the basement, as well as the folks over at the Fraud Crew as well. Go check them out, and be safe out there, everyone. Be nice to each other, be nice to yourselves, and I will catch you next time in the basement.
Cheers.